center field, and that's the third home run of the ball game for Sammy.
Also plenty of ups and downs around the majors. Let's take a look at last night's winners and losers. First, National League scoreboard for you. Let's roll it. Atlanta losing at Colorado 13-12. San Fran beating St. Louis. The Mets over the Marlins by 1. Chicago beats Montreal. And in 10, it's L.A. beating Cincinnati 5-4. How about the American League? We got them for you. Cleveland shuts out California. Chicago doubles up on Baltimore. Robbie Alomar extends his hitting streak to 22. It is Detroit 9, New York 7. Minnesota wins the first of 2. Oakland comes back to take the nightcap 13-7. Milwaukee in 10 over Boston by a run. KC 12-8 against Seattle. And Texas shuts out Toronto, the final there, 2-0. How about college baseball yesterday? Miami and Louisiana State dueling it to the finish. The most exciting ending to any College World Series championship game in history. Miami had just gone up on top of LSU in the 9th inning, 8-7. But in the bottom of the 9th, LSU gets one last chance. We pick it up, 2 outs, 1 on, and LSU's Warren Morris stepping to the plate. A chance to be a hero. Here it is.
Now Warren Morris. It's a deep drive down the right field line. That ball is gone! LSU wins the College World Series on a home run by Morris.
And thanks to Morris's shot off of freshman relief ace Robbie Morrison, the Tigers win the title 9-8. Morris's first home run of the season. He was a preseason All-American, but he missed 40 games this year because of a broken hand. But yesterday, he broke Miami's heart. And here's what we got going as the pregame show rolls along. Phillies Director of Scouting Mike Arbuckle is going to join us on set for a closer look at Tuesday's amateur draft. We'll also introduce you to one of the Phil's minor league stars, Double-A catcher Bobby Estelela. And Peter Pasquarelli steps in to fill us in on baseball's hottest rumors. But as we head to break, it is our Hoover Defensive Play of the Week, courtesy of the Chicago White Sox. You're about to see the Sox' first triple dip in 10 years.
Oh, hit hard. Robbins sucks it up, goes to second base. They got a chance for 3. Yes! Around the horn, 5-4-3.
The Defensive Play of the Week has been brought to you by the Hoover Company. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody.
Know someone who never eats everything on their plate? Introduce them to extra tasty crispy chicken from KFC. Freshly prepared is irresistibly crispy and delicious right down to the last crumb. For the taste that wins everybody over, all you need is a little KFC.
Win your family over with a Double Crunch Mega Meal from KFC. Now get 8 pieces of extra tasty crispy chicken, 4 Colonel's Crispy Strips, 2 large side items, 4 biscuits, and a family-sized dessert. All for only $15.99.
Me, I'm partial to pink. Lots of it. Of course, that takes some doing. But then we heard how Hechinger restocks 10,000 annuals at every store every Saturday morning. There's this big blaze of color at Hechinger on weekends as far as the eye can see. Naturally, Phil thinks I overdo it. But don't we all go a little overboard on something?
Hey, it's more than a yard. It's your own little piece of the planet. Make the most of it.
Molson Golden. Because everyone's got a golden hour. What's yours?
Buying a new wet dry vac? Remember, only one has 2 separate tanks. One for wet, one for dry. So it never leaves a mess in the tank.
Nobody does it like you.
Welcome back to the Astrodome in Houston. We're getting ready for Game 3 of this series, the Phils and the Houston Astros. Harry Callis with you. And Houston first baseman Jeff Bagwell is having some kind of year. Tied for 3rd in the league in homers. He leads the league in runs batted in. Leads the league in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, total bases, and walks. And up in the top in just about every offensive category. And Jeff Bagwell is with us, the 1994 most valuable player in the National League. Another one, Jeff?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll trade the MVP for a division title. That'd be the most important thing to me right now. And if the MVP does happen somewhere down the line, that'd be great, too.
No one's taken charge in the Central Division. Your team seems to be coming, though.
Yeah, we've been playing really well. The only bad stretch we've had is really when we played St. Louis. You know, they swept us both times we played them. But we're starting to play a little bit better. And I think down the road you'll see St. Louis and us break away from the pack, and it'll be us two at the end of the year.
Which offensive category? We showed how many offensive categories you lead in. Which is the most important to you?
Obviously, RBIs are my most important. And then secondly would be my runs scored. That's what I bat in the order, and that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to drive in runs and score runs. And if I do those things, then I know our team's scoring enough runs, and we're going to win a lot of ball games.
We always tease our old buddy Larry Anderson that when you came over here from Boston, look what the Red Sox got. Larry Anderson, who's now a pitching coach in our minor league system. But how did you feel about coming over here?
Well, I'll tell you, from the beginning, I look at that trade. It's not a bad trade for the Red Sox. At the time, you got a great pitcher in Larry Anderson. And I didn't know. I was upset, obviously, because I'm from Boston. I've been a Red Sox fan my whole life, and then to get traded was a big devastation for me. But then you realize I'm going to get a chance to play in the big leagues. In 1991, there was no expectations on me. I just got a chance to go out and play, and it really made it easy for me to make that transition, and I'm very fortunate it happened.
Now, getting back to the RBIs, you said you enjoy the RBIs, yet you will take a walk. You lead the league in walks.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, we got some pretty good hitters behind me with Derek Bell and Sean Berry and Derek May. A lot of times I don't get a chance to get too many pitches to hit, and I'm going to have to take that walk, maybe to load the bases, maybe to make it first and second. And I got a lot of confidence that Derek can do the job. Plus, if I start swinging at bad pitches, the chances of getting hits aren't very good. So you're better off for the team's sake to take the walk.
Jeff, thanks for taking time to chat with us. We will see you in Philly for the All-Star game.
We'll see. All right, thanks.
Jeff Bagwell, Houston first base, my guest, and Mike will be back with more on the pregame show after these messages.
You were chicken as a little kid. You were chicken as a bigger little kid. And now that you're grown up, you've got one last chance to do something really, truly daring. Chicken pizza? Sure, we know it sounds scary. But come on, you can do it. Great. Sure it is. With 100% chicken breast and 100% Pizza Hut pizza, it's delicious. You'll never be chicken again.
Hi, what's your name?
We stand corrected.
I just got a promotion and a cellular phone. So my little brother got one too.
Not that I'm competitive.
I got the big calling plan.
I got a local plan. My job's more focused.
At Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile, cellular service isn't one size fits all. From phone features to calling plans, you get services that fit your life.
I also got voicemail.
You did? I want that.
Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile.
Welcome back to the pregame show, everybody. Joining me in the studio is Phillies Director of Scouting, Mike Arbuckle. The draft was just 5 days ago on Tuesday, Mike. Great draft for you. You picked 4 pitchers in the top 5. Of course, Adam Eaton going first, the big right-hander, clocked at close to 95 miles per hour. In general, how'd you feel about the draft?
I felt very good about what we ended up getting out of this draft. We went into the draft thinking this was going to be a little leaner year than some, and I felt like we came out of it very good shape overall. We got some power pitching. We got a couple athletes, raw athlete type kids in there, a couple of power hitters. So I was very pleased overall. Now it's a matter of getting all these guys signed and corralled.
Baseball America rates its top prospects around the country. I know you know baseball as well as anybody, but it's nice to get a little backup. Of the players that you picked, all 5 of them ranked in Baseball America's top 100, so got to feel good about that.
Yeah, it's always nice to hear that your peers and other people in baseball view some of the players in somewhat the same light as, obviously, as we did.
Let's talk about some of the top players that you selected. Let's start with the big righty, the high school out of Washington, Adam Eaton. Your thoughts on him?
Adam, I think, can be a big right-handed power pitcher. Adam has a plus fastball, the makings of a good breaking pitch, shows us at least the beginnings for a changeup. Very good athlete, very solid makeup, young man, great work habits, great mound presence, does the little things well that you want a pitcher to do. I think can be a good package and can be a quality big league pitcher.
What about Jimmy Rollins, another high schooler, a shortstop, real solid kid out of California?
Yeah, Jimmy's a switch hitting shortstop. Short in stature at 5'8", but a strong kid. Shows some pop from both sides of the plate, actually. I think will be a solid defensive shortstop, shows a good arm, has instincts for the game, can steal an occasional base. So I think he can do numerous things to help you win a ball game.
What about Chris Stevens? You're really stockpiling those pitchers with your top 5 picks. Here's another guy, another high schooler.
Yeah, Chris Stevens is a left-hander. Velocity was down a little bit late in the spring, and I think it gave us a chance to get him in the slot where we got him. Just simply maybe overpitched a little bit during the spring and didn't show the velocity that we saw early in the spring. But we have no question the velocity's there. He's got the makings for a real good curveball. Already has a pretty good changeup. Again, a left-hander with a good feel for pitching.
Let's talk about pitching. You're really stockpiling pitchers in general, but what about the power pitchers? I mean, I got a list a mile long here. You got Rob Berger, Dave Coggin, Randy Knoll. The list goes on and on. You got to feel pretty good about the type of power pitchers that you're bringing into the farm system.
Yeah, from day one when we came in, one of our goals was to acquire as much power pitching and as many good athletes as we can. I think those commodities allow you to not only play at the big league level, but to be a dominant player at the big league level.
The farm system, Philadelphia Phillies farm system, in the past we've known the deficiencies, but over the past few years, especially since you've been around, things have been really on the right track. Overall, what will this draft do to help in your overall picture with the Philadelphia Phillies draft?
I think we're going to continue to see, hopefully, a stockpiling of more power pitching, of more good athletes, of some speed guys. One area that I wanted to do some work on, as we discussed everything prior to the draft with Lee Thomas and Ed Wade and Del Unser and myself, we felt like we would like to come up with a couple power bats in there. And hopefully in the top 10 rounds, we took a couple of high school kids, left-hand hitters that we think have a chance to be power-type bat guys. So hopefully we're filling a hole there a little bit. But I think we have a continuation of the same type of player that we're seeing right now at Piedmont and Clearwater and Reading and so on.
Let's switch gears now. Instead of talking about the players that you've drafted this year, let's talk about a guy that you didn't draft, but who the Phillies drafted a few years back. Real solid catcher down in Double-A Reading, Bobby Estelela.
Yeah, Bobby is a quality kid. When we signed him, he had a good arm, showed some power, needed a lot of work defensively, and he has come a long way in that area. We're trying to get him to make a little more consistent contact. We're trying to alter his swing a little bit. He's very pull conscious, and we're trying to get him to stay inside the ball better with his hands at the plate, drive the ball to right center field some, which I think will help his average, and with his strength, he's still going to hit a number of home runs. So we're working with him on a couple of areas, but the tools are there for him to be a solid big league player.
Okay, thanks a lot for stopping by.
You're very welcome. Glad to be here.
Okay, thanks to Mike Arbuckle, the Phillies Director of Scouting. You heard him talk about Bobby Estelela. We got a chance to sit down with him, and here's more on the Phillies' future catcher. Hard work has paid off for 21-year-old catcher Bobby Estelela. He's a top prospect for the Double-A Reading Phillies, but just a couple of years ago, things looked less than promising.
It was after my '94 season in Spartanburg, which I had a terrible year. I was frustrated. I had a bad year. I was upset with myself, and I knew that I was better than that as a player. And I figured, hey, if I'm going to stick around in this game a little longer, I'm going to have to put forth all the effort I can, and I'll see what happens in 1 year. And if it's worth it or not, then I'm going to stick around and do it.
It was worth it. The hard work showed serious results. He is now viewed as a future Philly.
You know, I've been here 4 years, and it wasn't until a couple of years ago we started to get some of these good young kids. Estelela also fits in that same mold. Big, strong, great for a catcher, got power, catches good, throws good, and another good kid.
Well, I'm glad everybody sees me as that. I got a chance to show my abilities last year a little bit. We had a good off season. I worked hard, and I knew the things I had to improve on, and I carried them over into the season well.
Estelela is still a full year away from knocking on the big league door, but in the meantime, he knows what needs improvement.
I think basically just being patient at the plate and not being so, well, I have to be aggressive, of course, but just mainly be patient and work on hitting the ball the other way.
Know someone who never eats everything on their plate? Introduce them to extra tasty crispy chicken from KFC. Freshly prepared is irresistibly crispy and delicious right down to the last crumb. For the taste that wins everybody over, all you need is a little KFC.
Win your family over with a Double Crunch Mega Meal from KFC. Now get 8 pieces of extra tasty crispy chicken, 4 Colonel's Crispy Strips, 2 large side items, 4 biscuits, and a family-sized dessert. All for only $15.99.
Molson Golden, because everyone's got a golden hour. What's yours?
What makes this a Chevy summer? Longer days? More time to play? But most of all, a great summer sale now at your Chevy Geo dealers on our most popular models. Like this special no down payment, $339 a month lease on Blazer. Imagine, just $339 a month and no down payment. For great deals on America's longest lasting, most dependable line of trucks, see your Chevy Geo dealers now. And make it a Chevy summer.
Peyton is about to bring Edward Burton to his knees.
Whatever happened, it was a terrible mistake.
Savannah, tonight at 9 on WB17.
Inquirer News Tonight, every night at 10 on WB17.
And welcome back to the pregame show, everybody. Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott is on the baseball hot seat again. She was in Philadelphia this week, meeting in front of Major League Baseball's 10-person executive council. Marge is under fire for her frugal ownership of the Reds and some recent remarks she made, which many people feel are racist and anti-Semitic. By Wednesday of this week, there are reports that Marge will be suspended. It would be her second such penalty in 3 years. So that brings us to our Man on the Street segment. We asked Delaware Valley residents what they would do if they were baseball commissioner for a day. The responses were one-sided, to say the least.
Somebody in that type of position who should be a role model and represents a sports team should keep her personal views like that to herself if she has such views, which I really think are very devastating to anybody who was Jewish or any other kind of religion where they were persecuted. I think that anybody who would think that Adolf Hitler was good when he started has a very, very distorted mind.
Then again, can you really tell somebody they can't be the owner of a baseball team?
What should baseball do with her?
I think they should get rid of her.
Forget the suspension, just get her out of baseball.
Just get her out. She's got to go.
So in baseball, you get 3 strikes, but in her case, maybe 2 strikes and she's out, huh?
Well, you know, it's the American way. Money rules. She's got it. She owns the team. It's tough to kick her out.
Throw her out. She doesn't belong in there. She's making making baseball look bad in general.
All right, that's our On the Street segment. Marge Schott on the hot seat. It's been a busy week for our Peter Pasquarelli, by the way. He was with us Tuesday afternoon on the pregame show to analyze the annual draft. And today he's back with more on the baseball rumor mill.
Now, Lenny Dykstra might be through, and Darren Dalton certainly is questionable for the future. And the marquee names on that Phillies roster have dwindled to a precious few. This is not a team that lights up the populace through no fault of their own. So here's something imaginative for the Phillies. How about going after that international market where they really have got nothing over the last several years? It's been 15 years since the Phillies brought foreign-born players of quality stature into the majors, namely Julio Franco and Juan Samuel. Since then, nothing in a market that's being mined constantly by the best organizations in baseball. Now, there's a free agent out there this year that the Phillies should make the #1 priority. He isn't a pitcher. He isn't a hitter. His name is Fred Ferreira, currently the international scouting director for the Montreal Expos. Already a half a dozen teams want Ferreira, whose contract is up, and the reason is his track record. When he was in New York, he set the stage for them to sign great players, future stars like Mariano Rivera, Ruben Rivera, and a few years ago, Roberto Kelly. Now with Montreal, he's the reason the Expos have been able to go to the farm system, pick up a Jose Paniagua, a new Geth Urbina, who have solidified a starting rotation. And next year at this time, everyone will be talking about another Ferreira find, a kid named Vladimir Guerrero, who's a future star. So why not be imaginative? At a time when the Phillies are dying for new talent, go out of this country, and with Fred Ferreira, they could find some great young stars. Meanwhile, around baseball, try this rumor out for size. Cecil Fielder in the middle of the Cleveland Indian lineup. Ridiculous? On the contrary. The Indians have definite interest in Fielder because Eddie Murray, their DH, hasn't been hitting, and because he blew out a hamstring this week. Consequently, Detroit, which would love to unload that big Fielder contract, is more than happy to talk to the Indians. Imagine it. Albert Bell, Cecil Fielder, Manny Ramirez, Jim Tomei, Carlos Baega, Julio Franco, all of them in the same lineup. Unbelievable. Just be thankful the Phillies don't have to face them anytime soon. This is Peter Pasquarelli for the pregame show.
Thanks a lot, Peter. Now, when the Phillies play the Astros this afternoon, Houston announcer Milo Hamilton will be on top of the action as usual. We'd like you to meet Milo as we go behind the mic.
This is the old redhead, Red Barber.
Behind the mic with Houston Astros veteran broadcaster Milo Hamilton.
He's not doing it with mirrors, folks. He's just letting them play and have some fun, and are they having fun? There's another. Oh, look at Belliard. Highway robbery. victory in the Dome.
How many people get to do for their whole adult life what they wanted to do? Think of the people that you know that go to work at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning and can't wait till 5 o'clock because it's a burden. Well, the joke is we do it for nothing. Well, we wouldn't do it for nothing, but almost, because we love it.
He's sitting on 7-14. Here's the pitch by Downing. Swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7-15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
The thing that enabled me to keep the spontaneity true and not make anything contrived was that Buckner almost got the doggone thing. In fact, Tommy House caught it right inside the bullpen over the left center field fence. So that made it an interesting call all the way because you did not know it was gone.
A sellout crowd is cheering Henry Aaron, the home run king of all time. 7-15.
It's still a part of my life, and that's wonderful to have. A lot of announcers never have that. My trademark is Holy Toledo. I've been saying that since 1950. Out of necessity, when I blurted out Holy Mackerel in my first week out of the University of Iowa in a predominantly Catholic community, and at that time, you'd get away with it today. Then Catholics were offended by it. They thought you were making fun of the Holy Mackerel, the holy, you know, you're making fun of the fact that they had to eat fish on Friday. I mean, I got letters as a young broadcaster that I was not prepared to receive. So I thought maybe it'd be a good idea not to use that again. And growing up in the Midwest in Iowa, as I did, my dad and his pals, as I'm a little kid growing up, I remember they all said Holy Toledo. It's still a saying in the Midwest.
Line to right, Bell. Got it! Holy Toledo! What a play!
I use it for great plays. I use it for home run calls, or if a great game, or if you've swept somebody. The ball game dictates the exclamation point. And I think people look forward to that. It gives them an idea of how great the play was, how far the home run went, and so forth. You also have to use some common sense and not use it. I did not use it on the Henry Aaron 7-15 because I felt that would personalize me more than the event. And I thought the event belonged to Aaron. When I started, the team the farthest west was St. Louis. And we went everywhere on the train. We were not flying back in the middle 50s. And I actually liked that better because you talked more baseball. You saw guys talking baseball. When you got to another town, if it was 3 or 4 in the morning, you did not get off the train. They put your car on the side, and you slept in your room till 8 o'clock, and you got a full night's sleep. Plus, you got your shoes shine free. And a lot of people say, well, you really, and like the ball club likes to say, they say I'm a great salesman. And I say, no, I'm not a salesman. I'm not selling tickets. Some people hawk tickets. I sell baseball. And I am believable because I'm as big a fan as the guy who's coming to the game.
It's Milo Hamilton with 46 years of Holy Toledos. Well, that's going to do it for the pregame show. The Phillies and Astros are on deck in just a few minutes. Phil's trying to finish off their 6-game road trip on a winning note. Going to see you very soon. Enjoy the game, everybody.
The pregame show has been brought to you by the Hoover Company. Depend on Hoover, the #1 name in floor care. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody. And by Pizza Hut, home of the new triple-decker pizza. Now, stay tuned for Phillies baseball. The Phillies broadcast team and Mike Dardis' wardrobe provided by today's man. Business has never looked better.
You were chicken as a little kid. You were chicken as a bigger little kid. And now that you're grown up, you've got one last chance to do something really, truly daring. Chicken pizza? Sure, we know it sounds scary. But come on, you can do it.
Great.
Sure it is. With 100% chicken breast and 100% Pizza Hut pizza, it's delicious. You'll never be chicken again.
Hi, what's your name?
We stand corrected.
Last year, our big yard investment was this baby tree, a sapling, from one of those nice nurseries. I guess we thought we got our money's worth until we saw the same tree from the same grower even at Heckinger for about half the price. It turns out a lot of trees and plants you see at those fancy nurseries cost less at Heckinger. So this year, instead of just one little baby tree, we're thinking orchard.
Hey, it's more than a yard. It's your own little piece of the planet. Make the most of it.
Less pollution.
More training. More pedaling.
Less pollution.
More sweat. More hills.
Less pollution.
More sore thighs.
Who's reducing air pollutants by over 3 million tons a year and donating natural gas vehicles to the Olympics? Pico Energy, proud member of the American Gas Association's Clean Air Team, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympics.
It's a shocking case of role reversal.
What are we going to do tonight, Pinky?
Point the coefficient values of your thorium.
Pinky in the brain.
Tonight at 7.
Hi, everyone, from the Astrodome in Houston. Welcome to Phillies baseball. This afternoon, the final game of the series, the Phils and the Houston Astros. Mike Williams goes for the Phillies. Mike Hampton, a left-hander for Houston. Harry Callis, along with Rich Ashburn and Andy Musser. Phil's trying to salvage a game in this series, Whitey, and this road trip has been certainly a good one for Mike Benjamin.
Well, you know, he surprised me, Harry. I never saw him play. I mean, a little bit here and there, but he's never played that much in the major leagues. He's been up. Here's Mike. He has that good, short, sweet swing. That's what he's done on this road trip. 8 for 16, 500, 3 home runs, and 7 RBIs. And he's done a great job defensively. This guy has really helped this ball club.
He really has, getting a chance to play on a daily basis. He'll be in there again today. Andy, the Houston Astros lead the Central Division with a .500 record, but they have to feel pretty good about the way things are going.
I think so, Harry. It's a division of underachievers, no doubt about it. I mean, a lot of people gave the Reds a good chance in that division, and the Cincinnati Reds are now in last place in the division. I don't think people take the Pirates too seriously. I don't know about the Cubs. Cardinals will probably be in it to the end. One thing about the Astros, they are a little bit short in the bullpen. They don't have a real honest-to-goodness closer at this point. And they're a pretty right-handed hitting club. I think they could use one more solid left-handed bat in the middle of that lineup.
Mike Williams goes for the Phillies. First left-hander against the Phils since May 24th, starting for Houston. Mike Hampton starting lineups for you right after these messages.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you by the Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Hungry? Grab the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages and have dinner delivered right to your door. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies, featuring full-service evening and 7-day banking. Your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield, the insurance companies you can lean on.
Bust it again. I know you're in there. Bust it again.
All your relatives all at once would be a bad thing.
Here's the gravy.
All the cash all at once would be a good thing. Play Cash 5 and win all the cash all at once. All the holidays all at once would be a bad thing.
Hey, gift boy, you're on my foot. Oh, get him,
All the cash all at once would be a good thing. Play Cash 5 and win all the cash all at once.
Got a pretty decent-sized chunk of land to mow? Say, Montana? Make sure you also have the Cub Cadet lawn tractor with a solid steel direct drive shaft. And when you finish there, Wyoming could use a bit of a trim. Cub Cadet, the one with the drive.
The new '96 Ford Taurus, tested safer than Volvo.
more standard horsepower than Accord and Camry. Yet Taurus is still priced thousands less. And now, with low 2.9% financing or $600 cash back, that totally redesigned Ford Taurus is the price leader. Taurus has even more interior room than last year's model. Nothing compares. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and save with 2.9 financing or $600 cash back.
Back at the Astrodome in Houston, game 3 of this 3-game series. Phillies trying to win one to salvage a game in this series. Phils have only won one on this road trip, and Mike Williams was the winner in that game against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. Phils are home tomorrow against the Cubbies, playing on Monday and Tuesday nights, and a business person special on Wednesday. The umpires for this afternoon's game: Bob Davidson calling the balls and strikes, Larry Poncino at first, Greg Bonin at second, and Frank Pulley, the crew chief, will umpire at third. Well, Mike Williams will try to notch both wins on this trip, as the Phillies have struggled on this trip, giving up quite a few runs, quite a few unearned runs. The Phillies have given up 9 unearned runs in this series here in Houston. Normally, the Phillies have been a pretty good defensive club, but not so in this series.
Well, the bullpen has let them down a little bit on this trip. Their defense has certainly let them down, as you said, in this ballpark. They've been scoring some, you know. They haven't been shut down with the bats. They haven't been scoring enough. They've just been giving up too much.
Astros take the field for this third game of the series. Eric and Joe Doherty and son Sean are here, formerly from Cheltenham. Eric, a graduate of Wharton School, working here now. Sends his best to his family back in York County. Jim Fragosi's starting lineup this afternoon. Ricky Otero has a 7-game hitting streak, hitting .412 in the last 7. He'll lead off and play center field. Kevin Jordan at second base bats second. Greg Jeffries, the first baseman, hitting third. Pete Incaviglia in left field bats fourth. Todd Zeile, third baseman, hitting fifth. Benito Santiago catching, batting sixth. Glenn Murray, the right fielder, hit seventh. Mike Benjamin at shortstop, batting eighth. Batting ninth and pitching, Mike Williams. That lineup is facing the left-hander Mike Hampton, first southpaw starter the Phillies have seen since Alan Watson on May 24th.
Yeah, this guy is young. He's only 23, and he's been a pretty good pitcher for him this year. 4-3 wins, good ERA at 3.32, as you can see. Doesn't walk many. Almost not quite a strikeout an inning.
1-1 lifetime against the Phils with a 3.42 career ERA. Defensively behind him, Sean Berry at third base, Ricky Gutierrez at shortstop, Bill Spires at second, Craig Biggio getting a day off. Jeff Bagwell, the only Houston first baseman to win a Gold Glove, will be at first. Rick Wilkins will be behind the plate. John Cangelosi in left field, Brian Hunter in center, and Derek May in right. Ricky Otero will lead it off for the Phils.
Happy birthday to Norris Klein in Lewistown, PA, who's 92 today. My mother's 92 tomorrow in Tilden, Nebraska.
Phil and Sue Rodeer and youngsters Philip and Kevin from Spring, Texas here, sending along their best to their mom in Ocean City. Just recently celebrated her 75th birthday. Otero, the switch hitter, batting right against Hampton, takes one high. Otero has only been a bat twice as a right-hand hitter. He is 1 for 2. Two balls and no strikes to Ricky Otero. Three and nothing. Hampton has had some shoulder problems, and they were questionable about starting him today, but he threw on Thursday and said he was okay. Walks Otero on 4 pitches to start the game. And we'll bring up Kevin Jordan. Jordan hitting at .277. Jordan with Greg Jeffries back now, not getting that much of a chance to play. He will play occasionally at second base. Mickey Morandini being given the day off. Ricky Otero's stolen 3 bases. He's been thrown out once. Hasn't thrown a strike yet.
Prince Strom, the pitching coach, keeping an eye on him.
One ball and no strikes to Kevin Jordan. Got that one over, 1-1. Hampton came over from the Seattle Mariners in December of '93, and along with Mike Felder, an outfielder, in a deal that sent Eric Anthony to Seattle. It's the original 6th round pick of the Mariners in the '90 draft. As Rich mentioned, just 23 years old, from Homosassa, Florida. That throw sailed on Bagwell, but he made the catch.
Stel Cummings from Upper Roxborough, PA, is 90. It's May or June 9th.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Kevin Jordan. Just fouled the ball, still 1-2. Greg Bryson of Wyomissing, Pennsylvania here, sending his best to Elaine Bryson and brother Jeff, watching back in Wyomissing. Greg's been coming to Phillies games in Houston for 15 years. Bouncing ball, shortstop, might be a double play, and is. Well, Jordan grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. That's another thing that has hurt the Phillies on this road trip, hitting into twin killings. Phillies have hit into a lot of them. The batter will be Greg Jeffries. Jeffries hitting at .310. Batting right-handed, he is 0 for 5. Slams the ball, sharply foul. Joe Rigoli, Phillies bullpen coach, retrieving that foul ball.
Wonder why he didn't give that ball to that little boy sitting there.
He did give the ball to a fan.
One little boy, though. Oh, young ladies.
Well, the little boy has it. They're all in the family wedding.
All right, okay.
Don't be getting on Joe Rigoli. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Poor Joe. They don't get on the bullpen coach much. Joe's very popular with that group of pitchers down there.
Reached out and drops one into left, but Cangelosi is there to make the play, and that's it for the Phils. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. After 1/2, Phils nothing. Houston coming to bat.
Recently, the camera shop went all blue by offering their employees health plans from Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
Our employees and their families think the coverage is great, and so do I.
They've got a great selection of doctors.
There's no paperwork at all. I can call in customer service, and they give me an answer right away.
It's a local company, and I like that.
Great service, no hassles.
Go all blue with personal choice, Keystone HMO, or our traditional plan from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The folks you can lean on.
These help define a Consumer's Digest Best Buy and help explain why Dodge Neon has been named a Best Buy 2 years in a row. These help define the Dodge Best Buy celebration. Save on Dodge Neon, which has more standard horsepower than Cavalier, Escort, or Civic. The Dodge Best Buy celebration. It just doesn't get any better. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Buying a new wet dry vac? Remember, only one has 2 separate tanks. One for wet, one for dry. So it never leaves a mess in the tank.
Nobody does it like you.
Bottom half of the first inning, Terry Collins starting lineup for Houston. John Cangelosi field leads off. Bill Spires second base batting second. Jeff Bagwell first baseman hitting third. Derek May right fielder bats fourth. Sean Berry third base hitting fifth. Brian Hunter the center fielder bats sixth. Rick Wilkins catching hitting seventh. Ricky Gutierrez, he's had 7 hits in his last 8 at bats, playing shortstop batting eighth. Mike Hampton pitching and hitting ninth. And lineup facing Mike Williams.
Well, as you said, he's won the only game on this trip. Pitched a pretty good game in Chicago. He pitched actually 3 or 4 straight decent ball games, but hadn't been able to win but the one game.
1-4 with a 5.59 ERA. Has never beaten the Astros. 0-2 with a career ERA of 3.75. No balls and a strike to John Cangelosi, who's hitting at 3.11. 1-1 to him. Just foul. Just foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cangelosi.
I think he broke his bat on that ball.
Defensively, Todd Zeile at third base, Mike Benjamin shortstop, Kevin Jordan second, Greg Jeffries at first, Benito Santiago behind the plate, Pete Incaviglia in left, Ricky Otero in center, and Glenn Murray playing right today. Phillies have the second fewest errors in the National League, 38, but this has not been a good defensive series for the Phils. The Phils have committed 4 errors in this series, leading to 9 unearned runs in the first 2 games of this series.
Happy birthday to Matthew Morano in Philadelphia. Son of Jerry Clothier's secretary, Joanne.
Beats the ball foul. It's still a ball and 2 strikes to Cangelosi. Cangelosi getting a chance to play now. He is a good leadoff man. We had Brian Hunter up there most of the year, but Hunter really is a free swinger. He doesn't walk much. And Cangelosi will walk. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's hitting 360 as a starter, Cangelosi, with a .500 on-base percentage as a starter. Full count to Cangelosi. Fouls that one out of play. Cangelosi making Mike Williams throw a lot of pitches. Still 3-2. Phillies play him way around to the opposite field. Incaviglia is tight to the line and left.
Not very deep either.
Oh. Angelosi called out on strikes. Angelosi.
This is probably a little outside. Is
too close to take, Whitey. Right on the corner, right on the outside corner. Make him swing the bats. Angelosi did that on Friday night, too. Started down to first base and was rung up. Phil Spires giving Craig Biggio a rest. Just the second game all year that Biggio has missed. Jeff Bagwell on deck has played them all. There's Biggio. Spires lofts a very high pop into shallow right. Kevin Jordan called off by Glenn Murray, who makes the catch. 2 down. And it'll bring up Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell hitting .338. Tied for 6th in the league in hitting. Leads the league in runs batted in with 63. Leads the league in on-base percentage, in slugging percentage, in walks, in intentional walks. 5th in the league in runs scored. He was the MVP of this league in '94, and he's making a heck of a run at it here in '96. Missed the breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bagwell. Nothing ball game. We're in the bottom half of the first. Two balls and a strike. Ball to shortstop. Benjamin throws out Bagwell. A 1-2-3 inning for Williams. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. At the end of 1, 0-0.
It's made us the biggest, the best, the most successful. We've been in business for 10 years, and we believe it's because we have this ad in the book. If you're going to spend your advertising dollars, the best place to spend it is in the Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
You started the same year you decided?
The same day.
Oh, my.
Just twice as nice.
Yeah, twice as nice, indeed. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
What makes this a Chevy summer? Longer days? More time to play? But most of all, a great summer sale now at your Chevy Geo dealers on our most popular models. Like this special no down payment $339 a month lease on Blazer. Imagine just $339 a month and no down payment. For great deals on America's longest lasting, most dependable line of trucks, see your Chevy Geo dealers now. And make it a Chevy summer.
This is my world. Check it out. Every day I cover a lot of ground. See, my job is downtown, my lady uptown, and crosstown are my partners.
Later, man.
Yeah, I depend on my car. That's why I need Mobile. Not only do they have friendly serve, but Mobile Super Plus cleans my car's vital engine parts so my ride runs smooth. Yeah, some folks say gas is gas, but in my world, Mobile Super Plus makes a world of difference.
Mobile, how can we help you?
After 1 inning of play, it's the Phils 0 and Houston 0. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include Monday and Tuesday nights games with the Cubs from Veterans Stadium on Prism. Game times begin at 7:30. There you see the Phillies beat writers. In the front row is George King from left to right, Bob Brook over Doug Gramiak. In the middle of the back row is Paula Parrish. She covers for the Wilmington News Journal, but Paula's not going to be with us any longer. Paula is taking a job with the Minneapolis Star Tribune.
It's a big jump for her, too.
Gonna miss Paula. Fine lady.
Good lady, yeah.
Incaviglia hits it to third. Sean Berry throws Incaviglia out, 1 down. Going to bring up Todd Zeile. Zeile hitting at .267. Zeile leading the team in runs batted in with 36. Hampton now throwing strikes after a shaky start. He threw 5 straight balls before getting a pitch over to Kevin Jordan. Bounce that one up there, 1-1. Barry Collins, third-year manager of the Astros. His breaking ball finds the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Todd Zeile. Fly ball right field. It's deep, but it'll stay in the park. Derek May makes the catch. 2 down for Benito Santiago. Santiago hitting at .241. Phillies back home. Don't forget, tomorrow night Terry Mulholland goes against Jamie Navarro in the first game with the Cubs. Bobby Munoz will pitch on Tuesday night. Cubs haven't named their starter for Tuesday. And Sid Fernandez will be back on Wednesday afternoon against Frank Castillo. And you see the pitching matchups for the upcoming series with the Cubs. Broken back ground ball right under the glove of Berry, who was there but did not get his glove down. It'll probably be scored a hit, but Matt Williams would have gobbled it up.
Yeah, he seemed to get the ball easily. Santiago was hit on the trademark there.
And if he just lifted his glove up and let the ball roll under it.
Haven't scored it yet.
No, they haven't. It was a ball that probably Berry will say should have fielded. Here's Glenn Murray.
I think they scored at error 5.
Nothing up on the board as yet, Whitey. Slam off the tip of the glove of Berry, and that's rolling down the left field line, and the Phillies will have runners at second and third. Another ball that should have been caught. I mean, it was hard hit. Murray smoked the ball, but Berry should have caught that ball.
I think we're always worried a little bit about Berry's fielding. They thought he was a good hitter. That ball was hit hard. Yeah, you have to catch that ball.
Yeah. That's right at him. They're giving Murray a double. So they spare Berry a couple of errors and cost Hampton a couple of hits. And Benjamin will get the intentional walk to load the bases for Mike Williams.
Got to hit another ball to Berry. That seems to be a good spot right now.
Mike Benjamin, the intentional walk. That'll load the bases with 2 outs for Mike Williams. Williams hitting .063. Lifetime, he's a .139 hitter. Chance to help himself here. Ball and no strikes to Williams. Nothing game. We're in the second. Phillies have them loaded with 2 outs. his bat, flares it, caught by Ricky Gutierrez. To retire the side for the Phils in the second. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. You go to the bottom of the second, it's a 0-0 game.
After 20 years, 8 friends went back to camp.
This is the oldest group of people I ever saw in my entire life.
To rekindle friendships.
He's a moron. No wonder you're attracted to him.
This is going to be a wild week.
Dig up old memories.
Is it me? I don't remember smelling this much like urine.
And settle a score.
Yeah! I'm not so sure I like this deal.
Indian Summer, Monday at 8 on WB 17.
Because your business can send you practically anywhere at a moment's notice. We offer nearly 5,000 flights a day.
I just got a promotion and a cellular phone. So my little brother got one too.
Not that I'm competitive.
I got the big calling plan.
I got a local plan. My job's more focused.
At Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile, cellular service isn't one size fits all. From phone features to calling plans, you get services that fit your life.
I also got voicemail.
You did? I want that.
Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile.
Shirts, socks, bats, balls, blouses, pants, gerbils. Those are some of the things fans 14 and under can put in the big equipment bag they'll get compliments at CarQuest Auto Parts when the Phils play the Rockies Sunday, June 23rd, 1:35. Call 463-1000.
The third of our Mellon PSFS Business Person Specials coming up on Wednesday at 1:05 against the Cubs. Take the afternoon off. Sid Fernandez will be pitching that afternoon. Order your tickets by calling 463-1000 or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets. And the great Dudo Dowd will take care of your ticket needs. Derek May leads off for Houston. He knocked in 4 runs in Houston's 7-3 win yesterday with a triple and a double. It's hurt the Phillies over the years. 1 ball and no strikes. Hard ground shot. What a play by Jeffries. Good scoop by Williams, taking a hit away from Derek May. Just a great play by Greg Jeffries. 1 down.
Took away a double or a triple there. Diving hard to his left is Jeffries. Off-speed pitch. That was a bullet, too.
Yeah.
A little backhand toss here. Made it look routine.
Tossed it low, but a good scoop by Mike Williams, who stayed with the toss. We'll bring up Sean Berry. He's hitting at .278. High foul ball down the right field side. It's going to go out of play. No balls and a strike to Sean Berry. Got Berry from Montreal for Dave Beers and Raul Chavez. Berry for the Expos last year hit 14 homers. He's got power. Pop foul back up over the screen. 0-2. Berry hit that line drive off the leg of Kurt Schilling yesterday. Schill was hobbling this morning. He stayed in the game after Berry did that and got the next 2 outs. Got him him with a breaking ball, struck him out. Second strikeout for Mike Williams. 2 down, and that'll bring up Brian Hunter. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Phillies and WPHL TV. Hunter hitting at .285. One strike to him. Ball on the strike to Brian Hunter. Nothing game. We're in the bottom of the second. Two and one. Swinging at a breaking ball and missing it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a good example of why Hunter does not lead off. Why he's not been effective as a leadoff man.
Yeah, he
doesn't work a pitcher at all. He's called out on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Mike Williams. No runs, hits, errors, and none left after 2. It's 0-0.
Time. You never seem to have enough of it. Gotta go here, gotta be there. So when do you have time to bank? Midnight? Sunday morning? Why not? At Mellon,
Thank you for calling.
we offer 24-hour telephone banking services, hundreds of ATMs, full-service offices, plus many Acme Market offices open 7 days a week. Sound convenient? Call 1-800-MELLON-24 and find out how you can bank where you want, when you want. Mellon PSFS.
Less pollution.
More training. More pedaling.
Less pollution.
More sweat. More hills.
Less pollution.
More sore thighs.
Who's reducing air pollutants by over 3 million tons a year and donating natural gas vehicles to the Olympics? Pico Energy, proud member of the American Gas Association's Clean Air Team, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympics.
You were chicken as a little kid. You were chicken as a bigger little kid. And now that you're grown up, you've got one last chance to do something really, truly daring. Chicken pizza? Sure, we know it sounds scary. But come on, you can do it.
Great.
Sure it is. With 100% chicken breast and 100% Pizza Hut pizza, it's delicious. You'll never be chicken again.
Hi, what's your name?
We stand corrected.
What a way to cap off June. The Expos come in Sunday, June 30th, 1:35. And men 15 and over get a Texaco Relax Cap. Soft and comfortable, red with blue accents featuring a Phillies script P. Call 463-1000.
Here's the dates marked down in your calendars. June 23rd, the Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. And equipment bags for all youngsters 14 and under. Compliments of CarQuest Auto Parts. Red and white with lots of blue trim and a fantastic all-star logo emblazoned on the side. Special zippered compartments. That'll be June 23rd against Colorado, 1:35. Get your tickets by calling 463-1000 and check out the All-Star Merchandise Weekly Special when you call that number. Ricky Otero trying to bunt his way on. Missed on the bunt try. 1 strike to him.
Perry playing in shallow. We haven't seen Otero bunt right-handed yet, just left-handed. He's a good bunter left-handed. Better hurry here. Ooh.
Safe at first base as the ball and Otero arrived at the same time, and he threw it into the runner, did Perry. Or wait, they're calling now. Bob Davidson has reversed the call by Larry Poncino. Second game in a row, he's reversed the call, saying that Otero was in the base path.
I don't believe that. You have to be in the baseline to touch the base. I mean, the ball and Otero arrived at the same time at the base. Now, you can't ask the runner to avoid the base. I don't see how I can reverse that call. It's obvious the ball and the runner got there together.
Second game in a row, Davidson has reversed the call. He reversed the call yesterday on runner's interference. Davidson, Bob is an umpire that does have to get involved in the game. And let's see it. Here's the high chop to Berry. Now, Otero has to run outside the base path until he gets to the bag. Yeah, that's hard to tell from that angle, but I think he was outside until he got, well, he was a little inside. He was a little inside the line, Whitey.
When you're leaping for the bag, you have to be at least on the line.
Judgment call, and the Phillies lose that one. Here he is. See, he's inside then.
Well, I mean, where's he supposed to run? Outside the line?
Yeah, you're supposed to run in that little box until you get to the base, and then you're supposed to run to the base.
The runner does get the straightest line to the base when he's approaching the base. I think that's a bad call. I don't think you call that play when the runner and the ball both get to the glove at the same time.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Kevin Jordan. Smashes it foul down the third base side. Still 1 and 2 to Kevin Jordan. 0-0 game here in the third. Kevin Jordan will hack. He's tough to walk. Kevin Jordan is up there hacking at high ones, low ones.
Probably even tougher because he hasn't played here lately.
He has 5 walks this year and 119 at bats. He was not an easy hitter to walk, especially with 2 strikes. He hacks it a lot. That ball was inside, and he inside out it, and Bagwell pulls off a great play in foul ground. Bagwell had overrun it, but reaches back to make the play. 2 down.
Almost looks like he lost that ball. They used to lose a lot of them. See, he's too far. Now he has to retreat and made a nice play after overrunning it.
Down and in. Kevin will swing at him. Here's Greg Jeffries. He lined out to left field his first time up. One ball and no strikes to Jeffries. Chop foul. Ball rolling down the left field line. Ball boy finally securing it. Fouled off his foot. That one hurts Jeffries. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's slow to get up. I thought they used to have senior citizen ball boys here, didn't they?
Was it here or was it
I thought
Florida?
I thought here.
There's a ball that he topped with his front foot.
It's well hit, but it's going to be a foul ball. Way up in the seats. At about 15 feet foul.
Quick bat. Jeffries has a quick bat. That's one reason he's always been a pretty good hitter.
Beats that one foul. Still 1-2. Hampton hasn't given up many homers. 5 long balls this year. Checked his swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a foul behind Houston's dugout. Still 2-2. Mike Hampton last year won 9, lost 8. Had a good ERA, 3.35. Reached out on a breaking ball and hits a humpback line drive to Bill Spires. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 0-0.
What makes this a Chevy summer? Longer days? More time to play? But most of all, a great summer sale now at your Chevy Geo dealers on our most popular models. Like this special no down payment $339 a month lease on Blazer. Imagine just $339 a month and no down payment. For great deals on America's longest lasting, most dependable line of trucks, see your Chevy Geo dealers now. And make it a Chevy summer.
Summertime is a friendliest time, an easy time, a friendliest time. Summertime is a friendliest time, summertime is here.
Now at Friendly's, you can enjoy the world's best 3-scoop ice cream sundae for just $1.99 and our famous ice cream or frozen yogurt cone for just 99 cents.
Summertime is a friendliest time.
$1.99 sundaes and 99-cent cones at Friendly's.
This is my world. Check it out. Every day I cover a lot of ground. See, my job is downtown, my lady uptown, and crosstown are my partners.
Later, man.
Yeah, I depend on my car. That's why I need Mobile. Not only do they have friendly serve, but Mobile Super Plus cleans my car's vital engine parts so my ride runs smooth. Yeah, some folks say gas is gas, but in my world, Mobile Super Plus makes a world of difference.
Mobile, how can we help you?
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Pizza Hut. You'll love the stuff we're made of. Rick Wilkins, the catcher, leads it off for Houston here in the bottom of the 3rd. He's hitting at .245. Followed by Ricky Gutierrez and then Mike Hampton. 0-0 game, bottom half of the 3rd inning. One ball and no strikes to Wilkins. Well, hit to the opposite field, but Incaviglia pulls off the catch after turning the wrong way. Good play by Incaviglia. He turned the wrong way and then had to make a backhand grab for out number 1.
You know, he's been playing pretty well out there. He made a couple of good catches yesterday. Almost went too far the other way, but picked up the ball right at the last split second there.
Brings on Ricky Gutierrez. 7 hits in his last 8 at bats. He's 4 for 5 in this series, hitting at .330. And strike to Gutierrez.
I think he made 2 good catches yesterday on line drives. Hit over his head.
Ricky Gutierrez gets the first hit off Mike Williams. So he's had 8 hits in his last 9 at bats.
With that curveball right off the end of the bat, but back through the middle. Here it is. He did hit a good pitch. That was down and away.
Yeah, pretty good curveball. And down and got it. Mike Hampton is hitting .333, but he'll be up there to bunt undoubtedly. He has 5 sacrifices. 1 strike to Hampton. Lifetime, he's a .180 hitter. One ball and 1 strike to Hampton. In the 5th inning, Boston leading Milwaukee 8-7. Mo Vaughn, his 22nd home run of the year in that game. Runner going on a hit and run from the knees. The throw is late. Stolen base. Ricky Gutierrez, his 4th. Houston leads the league in steals. That's their 66. They've also been thrown out a lot, 31 times, but he got a pretty good jump here.
Good throw, and Gutierrez is out, but the throw, well, that was close anyway. Throw was high, and Benjamin had to get it up there and come back to make the tag.
Like Benjamin might have made the tag too. That was very close. Chops the ball softly to third. Zeal's going to have to hurry. Didn't get him. Infield single for Mike Hampton.
Well, that's the bad news. The good news is that Gutierrez still on second. I don't know why he stayed there, because Zeal had to hurry here, and he wasn't going to play it cozy.
Brings up John Cangelosi. Was called out on strikes his first time up. Two men on base with 1 out here in the 3rd.
Situation like this, Cangelosi doesn't, beg the walk now. He'll be a little more aggressive with the bat. He wants to swing.
Wide for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Cleveland and California are tied 5-5 in the 6th. J.T. Snow and Garrett Anderson home runs for the Angels. Tigers and Yankees 1-0 in the 5th inning. Doc Gooden for New York and Greg Gore for Detroit. And a pitcher's duel. A rare pitcher's duel at Detroit. 1-1 account to Cangelosi. Chicago is still scoring in that game. That is now 10-6 White Sox. Chicago has put 8 on the board in the 4th inning, and they're still batting. 10-6. Chicago leading Baltimore. Baltimore got 6 in the first 3 innings. Not enough. Mike Mussina started that game for the O's. He's fallen on some hard times. 2 balls and a strike to Cangelosi. Benjamin trying to keep Gutierrez close, and Williams steps off. Check swing foul into the Phillies dugout. It's 2-2.
The break for Williams there. That ball was up high, and walk wouldn't be that good for Williams right now either. So he wants Cangelosi to swing. Hope he gets him out.
For the Orioles, that fourth inning, top of the fourth, is mercifully over now. White Sox got 8 in the fourth and lead it 10-6. Baltimore batting bottom of the fourth. Line drive, left center field. Great diving catch by Otero. Got up and doubles off Gutierrez. What a superb play by Ricky Otero. Otero taking extra bases from Cangelosi and jumped up in a hurry. Watch how quickly he gets up and gets that ball back into second. What a great play by little Ricky. Double play to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Phillies playing great D today. Andy Musser and Chris Wheeler join you in the fourth after 3-0.
These help define a Consumer's Digest Best Buy and help explain why Dodge Stratus was selected to win this award. These help define the Dodge Best Buy celebration. Now save on Dodge Stratus, which offers more standard features than Contour, Altima, and Accord. The Dodge Best Buy celebration. It just doesn't get any better. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
You said it. We did it. And today, your Sunoco station is faster, brighter, cleaner, friendlier than ever before. And with your help, we'll make it better yet. Sunoco. Just ahead. We know that some of you put more into your cars than others. And it's for you that we put Ultra 94 into the Sunoco pump. So if you want the highest octane, you know where to find it. Sunoco. Just ahead.
He's out by 5 feet at home plate. Grant raced to the bag, made it. Grand slam home.
The sounds and sights of our national pastime come alive when the Phillies play the Colorado Rockies Friday, June 21st at 7:35, Saturday, June 22nd at a special 4:05 starting time, and Sunday, June 23rd at 1:35, when fans 14 and under get an all-star equipment bag, compliments of CarQuest Auto Parts. Call 463-1000.
Travel provided by U.S. Air. U.S. Air is proud to announce new daily nonstop service from Philadelphia to Munich, Germany.
Ricky Otero looking at his arm. He may have bruised a little bit by sliding on the AstroTurf there. That was a heck of a play he just made, Wheels.
Yeah, he got one of those turf burns. Here's a play he makes. They have him playing a lot more shallow, as we've talked about. So he catches that ball, and then he has the presence of mind to jump up, make a strong throw to Kevin Jordan, get the double play on Gutierrez trying to get back to second base. That's about as good a play as an outfielder can make on both ends. And the reason is because he's playing shallow and he's aggressive.
Yeah, that's right there was where he burned his elbow.
Yeah, those turf burns.
So that means it's still scoreless, and here's Incaviglia to lead it off, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Pete grounded out to third first time up. They are painful but not serious.
Right, and Jeff Cooper is working on it there. Jeff is good as any trainer in the business. Will have him all fixed up. He'll just remember he has that when he takes that shower later.
Oh,
that'll smart.
A little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what always amazes me about football players that don't wear elbow pads. A lot of them do, but some of them don't. And you wonder, man, those things have to hurt later on.
Mm-hmm. Well, after that happens once, they usually wear them in the future. Another breaking ball from Hampton. He's missed with it. 2 balls and 1 strike, and Ricky's got some dirt on his uni there too.
Yeah, well, he was on with a walk, and he probably got that trying to break up the double play in the first inning. He's done a great job for the Phillies, as has Incaviglia, but Otero has been outstanding. I don't think anybody could believe what they've been able to get out of him.
Been fun to watch, too. Spark plug of the team. Inky takes a strike. It's 2-2, and Otero has been on base in all 12 games he's played. Incaviglia, Zeal, and Santiago here in the 4th inning.
Well, when Otero first came up here, he wouldn't have made that play because he was playing so deep. Now they'll take their chances on the ball hit over his head to cut that kind of play off.
Well, he appears to be able to go back and get him. He's done that a couple of times. Ball 3, full count on Pete.
Well, he says he likes to play shallow, and he's happy that they want him to play shallow.
He may have turned his wrist a little bit, too, do you think? Feeling the wrist a bit. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard, stopped by Gutierrez. Here's his throw. Safe base hit for Pete Incaviglia. Nice job for Gutierrez to keep that from going through and even to make a play out of it.
Well, the way this guy pitches inside, the shortstop and the third baseman are really going to be busy today. Here's the play to the right. Gutierrez does make a fine play, and Incaviglia has to hustle to make this into a base hit. He can't get much on it, obviously, from his knees, but with turf, you know, you get that one big hop, and he made a play out of it. But we mentioned about Hampton inside. He pitches everybody in, these right-handed hitters, and that's why Berry and Gutierrez are going to have so much action today, and he sets up the pitch away real well by busting everybody inside.
Todd Zeal hits the gap in right center field. He's got extra bases. Incaviglia's being sent around third by Boa. Here comes the throw, but it's way off the line. Phillies lead at 1-0 on Todd Zeal's double.
There's Pete Incaviglia. He blew a tire a little bit the other night, and looks like he's hurting a little bit heading back to the dugout. He hurt his leg on a ball down in the corner, and you know, hopefully he's all right. Todd Zeal gets a first ball fastball. Hampton wanted to, or a slider. Hampton wanted to cut that ball down more than he did, and he left it out over the plate. And Todd hit it hard to right center. He's been struggling a little bit, so that one had to help.
He is the Phillies RBI leader. Well, that's his 37th, and the Phillies strike quickly here in the 4th on back-to-back blows to get a run.
And Incaviglia, he's either tired or he's hurting, or it's a combination of both.
Yeah. The batter is Santiago. Benito got a base hit first time up. Hits it high into the air to center, but not too deep. Hunter should have no trouble. And Zeal will have to stay at second base.
That's a wasted at bat, because you don't do anything about moving that runner over to third.
I think Inky's all right. I think it was the wind. After all, he did come from first.
Yeah, and he had a bust to get that infield hit to get on there.
Yeah, he probably wasn't recovered from that. You're right. Well, sip of water will take care of that. Here's Glenn Murray. He got a double off the glove of Berry first time up. Berry had a real fielding adventure in the second inning here today. Breaking ball is outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Berry has to think, well, why didn't this guy ever pitch anybody away? Because he comes inside so much, they keep hooking balls down that third base line at Berry.
Big hit for Murray, gets him back to the 200 mark. In the air to center field. Hunter going back. He's got room, makes the catch. This time Zeal does tag and moves, but there are 2 outs. Murray's deep fly gets Zeal to third base.
He got away with one there, did Hampton. He hung a breaking ball to Glenn Murray, who's pretty strong, and Murray just got it way up in the air. Here it is. You'll see it's a hanging curveball. Oh, wow, was that a hit-me pitch.
Brent Strom headed out there to see if Hampton's all right.
Well, you know, they have another base open. Last time they had second and third with Benjamin up, and they walked him intentionally. This conversation is probably about, well, maybe we're not going to walk him intentionally, but don't let him hurt you. And that's always one of those tough situations for a pitcher.
Yeah, that's easier advice to give than to follow. And Benjamin, of course, has been hot.
Unless he told him to walk him. And, you know, we'll see now.
We'll see. The strategy worked out first time because they were able to get Mike Williams. But they're going to pitch to Benji here, and he's been hot in this series. Benjamin's 8 for 16 over the last 5 ball games.
But he throws him a first ball breaking ball in the dirt, you know, obviously pitching around him or trying to get him to chase so he doesn't hurt him here. But what they almost had happen that time is bounce one up there and the Phillies get a run on a wild pitch. To me, it's always been a situation, if you're going to walk him, if you're that worried about him, walk him.
Which generally, here's a ball hit down to Barry. Let's see what he does with it. Barry's got the bum shoulder, and he kind of goosed it over to first base. Well, the Phillies pick up the afternoon's first run. They've scored first every game in the series. 2 hits, 1 man left on base. Phil's ahead 1-0.
All her life, Peyton's lived in the shadow of the Burton family.
Daddy, I have the most incredible news. Tom and I are engaged.
Now, in this house,
I know what else you're thinking.
she will betray her best friend and bring the man responsible for her misery to his knees.
I want Edward Burton to feel some pain.
Peyton's about to do the unthinkable.
Whatever happened, it was a mistake, a terrible mistake.
Savannah, tonight at 9 on WB 17.
Ford Explorer, America's #1 compact sport utility, cutting its own path with switch-on all-wheel drive. Now, with V8 power, for more power and more pulling capacity than ever before. Plus, Explorer has the most room in its class and is rated highest in quality. Ford Explorer, now specially priced during Ford Truck Month. Only from your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Save now on Explorer during Ford Truck Month.
Mighty Mike, acts on contact, this I know, cause that tingle tells me so. Mighty Mike, new Mighty Mike, stops the itch and cools the burn, penetrates to kill the germ. Athlete's foot, don't let it win, stamp it out with Mica 10.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Hoover. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover, nobody. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you. Phil's with the run to take a 1-0 lead as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning here at the Dome now. And for Houston, Bill Spires leads it off. Giving Craig Biggio a day off today. That certainly hurts their lineup. Biggio, of course, had the key blow in yesterday's ball game, and quite a drop-off between Biggio and Spires.
There's Biggio and Bell, who are both getting the day off.
Yeah.
Nice to see those two on the bench.
Really. Fly ball for Incaviglia. Pete is there. Spires retired, 1 down. Interesting that both teams rest their regular second baseman today, as Morandini is also off. Sunday, June 30th, 1:35. Phillies in the Expos on Cap Day. It's the men's day for something special. All men 15 and over receive a great relaxed fit cap, red with traditional Phillies P, plus some blue trim, compliments of Texaco. Great gift for all the men, plus great baseball against the Expos. Get your tickets in advance. Call 463-1000 and ask about the All-Star Merchandise Special of the week. Baggy. Grounded out to short, first time up. Bagwell has not had a great homestand. He's 4 for 17 on the homestand. But a league leader in so many categories as he puts together another outstanding year. He's got Barry Bonds type of numbers right now, and indeed he is leading in one category in which Bonds usually is ahead, and that's intentional walks. I mean, so many times you try to pitch around Bonds. Well, this guy is putting managers in a spot where they want to pitch around him too.
Well, he's the guy in the lineup that's going to hurt you the most. So, you know, when they have a chance to walk him, they'll walk him. Plus, he walks unintentionally a lot.
And today, of course, he doesn't have the lineup protection that he often does. So it would not be surprising to see him walk a time or two today. Two balls and 1 strike.
Threw him a 2-1 breaking ball, got a call on it. Looked like the ball might have been a little bit outside. Bagwell, he doesn't complain about anything. I mean, he just, you know, that's low and outside, and he doesn't say anything. And that's, umpires really respect, everybody respects Jeff Bagwell in this game. He's one of the game's really good people.
Called out on strikes. Mike Williams with his 4th strikeout.
If he doesn't say anything now, he'll never will. Just shakes his head and walks away. I guess if it was a strike the first time, it's a strike the second time.
And you got to tip your cap to Mike Williams to come back with that pitch, because like you said, if he's going to get the call once, there's a good chance he'll get it again.
Yep.
Here's Derek May, grounded out on a sharply hit ball to Jeffries. Jeffries had to dive to get it toward the line, and he needed Williams' cover. Ball 1. Derek May's had some games where he's hurt the Phillies in the past.
Yeah, he had some big home run games at the Vet when he was with the Cubs.
He's had a pair of 2 home run games at the Vet.
Looks like a left-handed Bagwell with his stance he's adapted. Got that spread out stance, doesn't stride, very open. Look, that looks like Bagwell. Why not?
Yeah, well, you can imagine if you'd be around him for a while, you'd want to copy his technique.
Just that Bagwell's swing is so complex, it's very difficult to copy a Bagwell.
Mike Williams has turned in 2 good outings consecutively now, going 7 innings in each of his last 2 starts. He's off to a good start here today. Fly ball down the right field line. Jeffries being called off, and Murray takes charge. Calls off both Jordan and Jeffries. So down go the Astros in order here in the 4th inning. We go to the 5th, 1-0 Phillies.
Time. You never seem to have enough of it. Gotta go here, gotta be there. So when do you have time to bank? At Mellon, we have Acme Market offices in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, open 7 days a week. Just call 1-800-MELLON-24.
All the holidays all at once would be a bad thing.
Hey, gift boy, you're on my foot. Oh, get him, Santa.
All the cash all at once would be a good thing. Play Cash 5 and win all the cash all at once.
I'm happy. I'm sad. I'm jealous. I'm very nervous. I'm in awe. I'm adorable.
All your emotions all at once would be a bad thing.
I'm fabulous.
All the cash all at once would be a good thing. Play Cash 5 and win all the cash all at once.
These help define a Consumer's Digest Best Buy and help explain why Dodge Caravan has been named a Best Buy 2 years in a row. These help define the Dodge Best Buy celebration and where you can get great deals on America's best-selling minivan, Dodge Caravan. Now with sliding doors available on both sides, even seats that roll in and out. The Dodge Best Buy celebration. It just doesn't get any better. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Time. You never seem to have enough of it. Gotta go here, gotta be there. So when do you have time to bank? Midnight? Sunday morning? Why not? At Mellon,
thank you for calling.
We offer 24-hour telephone banking services, hundreds of ATMs, full-service offices, plus many Acme Market offices open 7 days a week. Sound convenient? Call 1-800-MELLON-24 and find out how you can bank where you want, when you want. Mellon PSFS.
Halley scored a low-scoring ball game so far today, and the only scoring on Todd Zeal's RBI double scored in Cavilla from first base. 1-0 Phils as the 5th inning starts.
And Mike Williams takes a called strike. Mike batted with the bases loaded in his initial at-bat and hit a humpback, broken back liner on which Gutierrez had to retreat into shallow left center before catching. It looked like he might dunk one in, but he was unable to do so.
Yeah, that was the time when they walked Benjamin. The last time up there pitching around Benjamin, and he swung at a bad ball and made the 3rd out.
It's a bouncer foul. No balls and 2 strikes on Mike, then followed by the top of the order, Otero and Jordan. Williams 1 hit in 17 at-bats. Little pop-up back of second. Spires retreats and calls and catches. Well, Mike is out. And we'll get to watch the exciting Ricky Otero, who has gotten a 7-game hitting streak. Now, he's been on base today, so he's been on base in all 12 games. Didn't have a hit yet. He walked. We'll see what he does. He's bunted for a hit and lined some hits. Even has a home run on this road trip.
And the best thing he's done today is save the ball game to this point with that great diving catch in left center field. They turned into a double play.
Play of the day so far as he takes a strike. Have you, after watching him for a week or so now, have you figured out which is his better side?
I think he's strong right-handed. He looks like a natural right-handed hitter. You know, his pesky left-handed, but he's going to, you know, let's face it, most guys are going to bat left-handed a lot more than they bat right-handed. So he'll probably be a typical switch hitter from, you know, whose his natural side's the right side that he has to guard against hitting the ball in the air too much. Guys get up there after they bat left-handed for so long. Larry Bowa used to be guilty of that. And they feel so strong that they have a tendency to pull off and hit the ball in the air.
Yeah, he'll be a lot better served if he hits line drives. Now here's one that's going to dunk, but not quickly enough. Too bad. Derek May on to make a nice play, and Otero is denied a hit on that one. We've seen some nice defense today.
Excellent play by Derek May, who has to slide to catch this ball, and does. He takes it right off the turf, under control as he slid, and made a good play. Here it is again. He goes into a controlled slide. Some guys are really good at that. I worked all those years with Gary Maddox. He used to say how he didn't think that was necessary, and he never did it. But some guys do it really well.
Jordan takes outside for a ball. Sometimes you see a guy try to make a play like that. When he doesn't slide, you think he might hurt his back bending down so far. Foul away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan has grounded into a double play and fouled out to Bagwell. Morandini with the day off. I think Kevin Jordan will be seeing a few more starts at second base now that his emergency time as a first baseman is basically over.
Yeah, and give Morandini a chance to sit down against a left-hander once in a while. Although it seems as if the Phillies hardly ever see a left-handed starter anymore.
Only seen 10 all year. Mike Williams, or Mike Hampton, I should say, is the 10th. Through the hole for a base hit. Jordan has a single. The Phillies' 5th hit of the ball game.
Now Jeffrey's coming up now. Hampton's done a great job on him today of staying in on him and then getting him out away. He's hit 2 little weak line drives, one on a changeup to left and the other a little line drive to second, because of the fact that he's busted him inside so much and given himself the outside part of the plate.
Hampton working off the third base side of the rubber, checks Jordan back at first. Jordan has stolen 2 bases in 2 attempts. Phillies' second basemen are perfect in stolen base attempts. Mickey hasn't been caught either. Here's a smash to left field, but Cangelosi is there. Wow, you can't hit it much harder than that. Phillies in the 5th, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Phillies lead 1-0.
Rays and Rhine coming up. Rays is in the ones you'll catch when you catch the Chicago Cubs in the warm afternoon sun. Wednesday, June 12th at 1:05 for a Mellon PSFS Business Person Special. And Rhine is in Sandberg, the All-Star who's coming back for this All-Star season. The first 2 games in the Cubs series are Monday and Tuesday, June 10th and 11th at 7:35. When you're not likely to catch the sun, but you are likely to catch a good game and have a good time. Call 463-1000.
Less pollution.
More training. More pedaling.
Less pollution.
More sweat. More hills.
Less pollution.
More sore thighs.
Who's reducing air pollutants by over 3 million tons a year and donating natural gas vehicles to the Olympics? Pico Energy, proud member of the American Gas Association's Clean Air Team, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympics.
I've got another one. If you run an ad and no one sees it, does it make a sale? No.
So put your ad where more people are looking to buy. 9 out of 10 use it. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
Terry Mulholland against Jamie Navarro at the Vet tomorrow night, 7:35. Bobby Munoz off the DL to pitch on Tuesday night. Sid Fernandez off the DL to pitch against Frank Castillo in the Mellon PSFS Business Person Special at 1:05 on Wednesday. Order your tickets by phone. Call 463-1000. And don't forget to ask about the weekly All-Star Merchandise Special. 1-0 Phillies. Bottom half of the 5th inning here at the Dome. Berry, Hunter, and Wilkins to bat for Houston. Astros heading out on a road trip after the ball game, heading out to Denver and San Francisco.
It's Derek May. It appears that they're doing something there to his ankle. Maybe he banged himself up. He might have caught a turf burn on his knee, possibly. You know, they might just be putting a little pad or
look at the uni.
Yeah, there it is. He tore his uniform. Yep.
Well, here's Berry, struck out his only at bat today. Been a tough game for him. He has struck out as a hitter, and he's had his adventures down at third base. He takes a strike. Berry may have a rotator cuff injury. They're really worried about his shoulder. He was making great plays and throwing great in spring training, but it's gotten progressively worse as the season has gone along.
Williams has done a good job with him early on in this game of getting him inside and then getting him out away and making good pitches to him away. Now he just threw a pretty good running fastball to him in, and they might go away and try to breaking ball him here. There you see his ball strike ratio, not bad, and you know, no walks thus far, which is real good for him.
Well, he's been staying away from them lately. Bat handle pop-up should get him here. Benjamin backs off, and Berry is out.
Came right back in on him again, crowded him and jammed him for a pop-up.
You know, Mike Williams says that since Curt Schilling came back and he watched the effectiveness that Schilling had with his fastball in those games against the Giants, that he decided to go to his own fastball more and try to pitch that same way, and he has been a better pitcher in his start since then.
Well, he's won the one game on the trip thus far. Had a pretty good outing in Chicago the other day. There's Schilling, who pitched 6 innings here yesterday.
Schilling with 3 consecutive no decision starts. Hunter was called out on strikes in his first at bat. He's got a hit here. Brian Hunter singles, only the 3rd hit of the game for Houston.
Brian Hunter pulls off, and you're going to throw him breaking balls. You got to get him way away from him. And you watch him pull off here, but this ball's in the middle of the plate a little bit. So even though he's pulling off, he can still reach it. You get the breaking ball away from Brian Hunter, you can get him out. One hands this one.
Santiago is making his way back from a trip out to talk with Mike. Got a left-handed bat to the face here in Wilkins, who lined out to left field his first time up. Wilkins coming over from the Cubs. He had an outstanding year for Chicago in 1993 when he batted .303 and had 30 home runs. There goes the runner for second. Santiago's throw not in time. Stolen base for Hunter, his 14th. He leads the Astros, who lead the league, and they've picked up 2 of them today.
Stole that one on Mike Williams. He got a great jump on the first pitch. Watch the jump he gets. Williams doesn't move over there or look at him, and he takes off. Santiago this time made a strong throw, but he beat it for his 14th of the year. Benjamin banged his knee up a little bit on that, but hopefully is all right. Almost got him, but the leg got in. And then you see Benjamin come off with a little bit of a banged up right knee.
1 strike to count on Wilkins. Wilkins lined to left field his initial at bat. Talking about a catcher who hits .300 and gets 30 home runs. Not many guys have done it. Mike Piazza's done it twice and probably will do it a few more times. Roy Campanella did it 3 times, but only 3 other men have done it. Joe Torre, Walker Cooper, and Gabby Hartnett. Two balls, 1 strike. Tony Eusebio still hurt on the DL, and they're expected to send him out for some rehab once he's well enough. He was hitting off a tee on the field today. When he's healthy, he catches a lot of the time. High fly ball, tight to the line and right. Murray over. He's got room. Tagging at second base is Hunter. He goes to third base, 2 outs in the inning on the foul fly ball by Wilkins. Now, here's a spot where the Phillies may think about an intentional walk. Jim Fregosi doesn't like it.
I think since they have the lead and it's only the 5th inning, they'll pitch to Gutierrez. Now Santiago and Williams are talking about how they want to approach it.
Jimmy is not hiding. That's just his perch for the moment. Gutierrez singled his first time up. They're going to pitch. Gutierrez has been hot. He's 5 for 8 against the Phillies. Strike 1.
Right down the middle, too.
Gutierrez is 8 for his last 9 trips to the plate. You know that?
Yeah, well, this is one of those. This guy's a pretty good player. This is one of those situations where you make you try to make your manager look good, because he's saying to you, I have the confidence in you to get this 8-hole hitter out and lead off with the pitcher next inning. Now make me look good.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A lot of this game is turning it over to your players and trusting them, and having confidence in your players. If you don't and you run scared, then your players will run scared.
Mike Williams throws to third. He oftentimes just bluffs over that way, but he usually makes his bluff when he also has a runner at first base, which he doesn't here.
Yeah, they had a set play on there. He and Todd Zeal had some kind of a time play work there and thought maybe they could catch Hunter wandering a little bit.
Phillies lead 1-0, but the Astros have a tying run at third base here. 2 outs. Nice stop, Santiago.
He swung at that.
Did he? Yes, he did. The appeal down to first base and Poncino.
You said, Andy, too, a really good play by Santiago on a hard breaking ball in the dirt, and Gutierrez is swinging fastball here. He goes after it. An obvious swing, especially from that angle. Benny knew it too, and he wanted the appeal right away.
Count of 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gutierrez.
Any reason to give him another fastball after that?
Ground ball to short. Benjamin's there. Inning is over, and the Phillies avoid the intentional walk and get out of the inning. No runs. 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Through 5, 1-0 Phillies.
52nd in Madison. 52 in Madison. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, come in, Louie. All right, Lou, I need you to stop. If you can, pick me up a 6 of Bud Light, please.
Okay. I'm gonna tell this guy,
Just, see if you can dump the fare, Lou. You know what I tell you, I'm high and dry here. I don't think I mind the ride, Lou. Just take him down my way.
You got it.
Where are we going?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down.
Bud Light, I said.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
The new Hoover Steam Vac Deluxe deep cleans high traffic areas better than ever. With exclusive 5-brush agitation, it washes, extracts, deep cleans, and it leaves carpets twice as dry as our leading power brush competitor.
Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Summer's coming and Bally Total Fitness wants to help you get ready. Join now during our anniversary celebration for $1 down and work out all you want for 80 cents a day. Pretty helpful, huh? Call 1-800-FITNESS and get all the equipment and classes you need to get the body you want this summer. So before you take it off, get into Bally Total Fitness today. Call 1-800-FITNESS and start your summer at Bally Total Fitness for just $1 down and only 80 cents a day. We look forward to seeing you.
Back here at the Astrodome in Houston, the Phillies continue with the 1-0 lead. And the Phils will bat here in the 6th, starting with Pete Incaviglia. Comfortable crowd indoors here at the Dome. It's actually, the Phillies have had great weather here in Houston. It was hot and humid the first couple of days, not unbearably so, but then a cold front came through here on Friday, and it's been just super here the last couple of days.
Yeah, and normally you come down here, it rains a lot, and they need it badly. They have a terrible drought going on down in this area, and desperately need those thunderstorms that we're so used to seeing here.
I know. In years past, it rained at 4 o'clock every day, but we haven't seen any on this trip. Inky got a base hit and has scored the only run of the ball game. He led off the 4th inning with an infield single. Starts him with a breaking ball, ball 1. And Inky was huffing and puffing, A, to beat out an infield single, and B, to score all the way from first base on Zeal's gap double.
Well, he has a good hard slider, Mike Hampton. That's a pitch that's going to make him so effective up here. That ball is tough for a right-handed hitter to stay off or to put into play. Those Sunday hats, huh?
Yeah, kind of like them. High but not deep in center field. Brian Hunter positioning. Inky's out, 1 down.
After 5, and both these guys have done a good job, and one of the reasons is they've stayed away from the walks. Hampton yet to strike out a batter, and the 2 walks that he's issued, one the leadoff walk to Otero erased by a double play, the other an intentional walk with 2 outs.
Todd Zeal, who is the Phillies RBI leader, and he added to the total with a gap double to right center. He now has 37 runs batted in. Breaking ball to Zeal, ball 1. Zeal has been struggling a bit, though. He came into yesterday's ball game just 2 for 21. Down the left field side, that's a fair ball. And Zeal's got himself a base hit. So he's 2 out of 3 in the ball game. Hit number 6 for the Phils.
Todd Zeal, like all these hitters, are protecting against the ball inside. This one is away from him, and he hits it off the end of the bat a little bit and slings it in the left field for a base hit.
Santiago. Benito has singled under the glove of third baseman Sean Berry and flied out to center field. Foul ball.
To stay loose in that dugout today. Because these guys have all these balls inside, and they're pulling them into their own dugout.
Benito had the Friday night game off. Lieberthal caught that. He has caught the last 2 ball games in this series. Swings and misses. Chases one a little out of the strike zone. 0-2 on Santiago.
It's that hard slider we talked about, and he almost got a called third on it.
Right.
Very, very good pitch from a left-hander, because most hitters are used to left-handers pitching away with changeups. You don't find many of these guys that bust you inside the way Hampton does.
Safe at first is Zeal. Todd has stolen just 1 base.
The only other guy I can think of in the league right now is Leiter from Florida, who can really bust inside.
Broken bat, gonna drop, base hit right field. Todd Zeal stops at second. Santiago trades a bat for a hit. 2 on for the Phillies with 1 out.
Another example of Hampton coming inside to try and get a hitter out, and Benito just fights that ball off and his strong, look where his elbows are when he hits us, how he had to pull his arms way in. And he's strong enough that he can get it into the outfield for a hit.
Astros get the bullpen up.
It's Anthony Young.
And here comes Brent Strom headed for the mound once again. They will not be making a change here. Anthony Young, who set a major league record for most consecutive losses, 27 straight losses from May of '92 to July of '93.
He beat the Phillies a game this year, didn't he? At the Vet. Pretty sure he did.
I believe he did.
Yeah.
So Hampton will stay in. It's a 1-0 ball game. Their concern with Hampton was with tendonitis of his shoulder, which had him out for a while. Today he's making only his 3rd start since the 12th of May.
May 7th, he beat Russ Springer 9-8.
Anthony Young. All right, here's Murray, 1 for 2, a double.
Excuse me, 7-5 that game was.
Ball 1.
Boy, Murray had a pitch to hit his last time up, a hanging breaking ball.
Flied out deep to center field on that pitch that Wills was talking about. Out of the strike zone, 2-0.
He's adopted a different tactic with Murray. Most of these hitters he's throwing hard to. He's floated up a couple off-speed pitches there to Murray and gotten behind 2-0. See if he challenges him. I mean, Murray right now he's a young hitter, but he really needs to just sit on a fastball in an area. He did.
He got a cut.
Yes, and he had a good swing then. Fouled it straight back.
Key spot for the Phillies. They're certainly not comfortable with this 1-0 lead. Jammed him that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Glenn Murray, getting a chance to play in right field today against this left-hander.
Hampton reminds me a little bit about Danny Jackson when Danny Jackson was so effective a few years ago. Not necessarily with the Phillies Danny Jackson, but the Reds Danny Jackson. The way right-handed hitters were constantly pulling their hands back and never really getting extended.
Inside. We worked inside there and just missed. 3-2.
This guy swings through too many pitches, I think, to run.
I believe you're right. Phillies with 2 on and 1 out. Probably will hold him here. Hit down the left field line into the empty Phillies bullpen. It's a foul ball.
One of those down and in sliders, and they're really tough to keep in play. The pitch a lot of times is either a called strike on the inside corner or off the plate, and the hitter will swing over it or pull it foul, as Murray did.
Murray producing great numbers in the minor leagues. When he was called up, he was batting .356 at the Red Barons. 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Another good cut. That pitch was up a little bit. Might have had ball 4 there, but it was a fastball. Still 3-2 as Hampton tries to figure out the solution to get Murray. Got him. Hampton wins this time, and it's his first strikeout of the ball game.
High fastball, way out of the strike zone. Try to hold up. You'll see him chase it here. No chance to stop his swing. That pitch was a ball 4. Jim Fregosi just patted him on the back as he came into the dugout. And I think what that was for more than anything was say, you gave me a good at bat there. You know, he did battle him. He got to 3-2, and then he chased a bad ball.
That leaves it up to Benjamin. Benji today has had only one real at bat. He grounded to third. One time he was up there and they walked him intentionally. Hard hit ball, but the play is right in front of Berry. He gets the force at the bag at third, and the Phillies are out here in the sixth. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on base. But the Phillies lead 1-0.
You and I have a lot in common. We're a lot alike. We're the same, you and me. I look at you, I see myself.
Pay too much for auto supplies and you'll feel like one too. Pep Boys has great prices. Class 1 trailer hitches from $29.99 or clamshell top carriers $79.99 each. Installation available. 26,000 items at the guaranteed low price. Tires and service too. Pep Boys. Everything but gas.
There's just something people like about a pickup man.
And here's some news you're going to love. It's Truck Month at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. That's where you'll get low 4.8 financing or $600 cash back on a #1 selling Ford Ranger. Or lease it for only $179 a month. Loaded with air, AM, FM cassette, and more. Ford Ranger, a lot of truck for a little price. Low 4.8 financing, $600 cash back, or just $179 a month. During Truck Month at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
You were chicken as a little kid. You were chicken as a bigger little kid. And now that you're grown up, you've got one last chance to do something really, truly daring. Chicken pizza? Sure, we know it sounds scary. But come on, you can do it.
Great.
Sure it is. With 100% chicken breast and 100% Pizza Hut pizza, it's delicious. You'll never be chicken again.
Hi, what's your name?
We stand corrected.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympic Summer Games. Make it a Bud Light. Your local Dodge dealers, come in today because we know how to help. The Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages, the book 9 out of 10 people use and keep and count on. 1-0 Phillies, and the Astros are pinch hitting for their pitcher. James Mouton is going to come up and hit for Hampton to try to get something started here in the 6th inning. Mouton, an outfielder, batting .223 with a homer, 15 RBIs. As a pinch hitter, 2 for 11. Mouton, a 27-year-old, was Houston's 7th round draft choice back in '91. He has a cousin, Lyle Mouton, who plays with the White Sox.
They said in the paper today they were going to keep Hampton to around 90 pitches. So I have to think he was close to that. I mean, he worked pretty hard for 6 innings to leave 1-0.
It's his 2nd straight start where he was pulled out a little bit earlier than they would like. He only went 5 innings in his last outing. He gives them 6 today. No balls, 2 strikes on Mouton, who is out of Denver, Colorado. Mouton shares time in left field, or had, with Derek May, but all of a sudden Cangelosi got hot and they decided to go ahead and play Cangelosi a lot of times. So Mouton back on the bench. Mike Williams has given up just 3 hits and hasn't walked a batter.
Yeah, he's pitched really well again here this afternoon, and Mouton's a guy you want to keep off base because he can run, and the guy coming up next can protect him if they want to do something.
Ground ball, foul ball. Good thing it was, too, because Zeal couldn't play it. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Mike Hampton done for the afternoon, giving the Phillies only the 1 run on 7 hits. He walked 2, struck out 1. And the Astros will be hoping that shoulder's okay tomorrow. Braves 6-0 over the Rockies today as they turn it around a little bit, and Smoltz has held them to 1 hit. That's exactly what the Braves needed, didn't they?
It's official. Smoltz is the best pitcher in the league. No doubt about it. Yeah. He can do that today in Colorado after they've been going through. He's for real, but it's early.
Throws his bat at the ball. Williams just did get out of the way of that bat.
It hit him. That bat hit Williams a little bit, and he's a little ticked off. Pitchers hate that. See the expression on his face there. And they hate guys that throw the bat, number one, but especially when they throw the bat back at them. Watch, he tries to get out of the way, but it gets him.
Yeah, I think it did right on the leg.
Oh, yeah. He couldn't quite get out of the way because that thing was hippity-hopping at him.
Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. He worked him in. 2-2.
Well, he'd like to hit him. But, of course, you don't do that in a...
Not a 1-run ball game.
No, and the leadoff man who can run.
Mike changing signs a little bit with Benito, and that caused Mouton to step out. We're starting the 6th, and the Phillies have a 1-0 lead.
Fastball in.
Got him. Good fastball in. Maybe up just a little bit. Strikeout number 5 for Mike.
Yeah, well, he shook off slider and curveball, wanted fastball in, but he actually sails this ball. Watch where it goes. It's out over the plate more than he wanted it, but he got the strikeout, and that's all that mattered. But you saw where Santiago was set up inside, and the pitch was nowhere near where it was supposed to be.
And now Cangelosi, he's been called out on strikes, and it was he who lined the ball into center field when Otero made that great play and caught the ball diving and then threw to second for a double up. Ball 1 on Cangelosi. He doesn't have a hit against the Phillies this year. He's been hot against everybody else, but against the Phillies, he's 0 for 9.
And Otero plays him real shallow and over towards left center. Incaviglia way in and left, as you see the defense. And up at third base is Todd Zeile.
Hard hit ball, but right at Jordan. Down to 1 knee, but Kevin makes the play, and there are 2 outs here in the 6th. Kevin Jordan with a hard hit grounder.
He lost his foot. Something happened to him there. So he's a little embarrassed by the way he approached that. He's not supposed to be on his knees when he catches that ball. He looked like a goalie. I don't know whether he slipped or whether his feet got tangled up or what happened. Watch. He's not supposed to be down there like that.
1 knee, yes. 2, no.
Yeah, and he evidently was getting a little teasing from Murray in the outfield.
Bill Spires has popped up to right, flied to left. Takes a strike. Well, they've got some guys they can bring off the bench today if they need pinch hitters, with Gio sitting over there and Derek Bell and Orlando Miller.
They're all right-handed. No left-handed hitters on the bench. There's Derek Bell.
Little low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ricky Vitalico hasn't been in a meaningful game for a while. Phillies would like to have that happen for him, where he comes in a save situation. Last one he had, what was Sunday, was a save situation.
A week ago today, yes.
Right. When he blew his first save of the year.
One ball, 1 strike on Spires. It's outside. Spires first up with Milwaukee. In fact, he was Milwaukee's Rookie of the Year back in 1989. He's also played with the Mets. He earned letters in both baseball and football when he played at Clemson. Strike on the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Spires.
Spires, for a long time had that Chris Spire in the league, who used to kill the Phillies. A pretty good shortstop.
Right-handed batter with the Giants mostly. Fly ball out to second. Didn't get much on that one. Jordan makes the play, and another 1-2-3 inning for Mike Williams, who's done an outstanding job. Harry Callis and Rich Ashburn are back with you in the 7th inning, and the Phillies lead it 1-0.
Hi, Mike. What do you want?
I have a number 5.
Do you read me? Hello. 10-4. 10-4.
A number 5?
Number 5, coming up. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 2 number 5s. Swing down and get me a 6 of Bud Light.
How about 2 number 5s for free?
You're going to swing down and get me a 6?
I'll get a 6 tomorrow. You give me 2 5s.
How about I give you 3 number 5s if you go skiing with me? We'll go out and we'll roll around the lodge, you and me by the campfire there. How's that sound?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Bud Light, I said.
Time. You never seem to have enough of it. Gotta go here, gotta be there. So when do you have time to bank? Midnight? Sunday morning? Why not? At Mellon,
Thank you for calling.
we offer 24-hour telephone banking services, hundreds of ATMs, full-service offices, plus many Acme Market offices open 7 days a week. Sound convenient? Call 1-800-MELON-24 and find out how you can bank where you want, when you want. Mellon PSFS.
I don't know, but it's been said, athlete's foot's as good as dead. Mighty Mike. No cooling action. Mighty Mike. Axe on contact, this I know, cause that tingle tells me so. Mighty Mike. New Mighty Mike. Stops the itch and cools the burn, penetrates to kill the germ. Athlete's foot, don't let it win. Stamp it out with Micah 10.
For Kirk, with 3 kids around, there's not much chance for romance.
You can have a life when we grow up.
Tonight at 8:30. Inquirer News Tonight, every night at 10 on WB17.
After 6 innings of play, Phillies 1, Houston nothing. Tonight at 8, Lisa's out $2,000 when Ray kisses a bride-to-be on Sister Sister here on WB17, home of the WB television network. Anthony Young is the new pitcher coming on for Houston, or Mike Hampton. Young's 1 win coming against the Phillies at Veterans Stadium. He's 1-2 with a 3.76 ERA. And Mike Williams will be the first one to face him. Takes one low for a ball, 1-0. Williams has a humpback line drive out and is popped up. Two balls and no strikes. Birthday wishes to Tasha Williams, celebrating back in WB17's Master Control today. Young falls behind Mike Williams 3-0. Williams will look at 1, maybe 2. Young in 26 1/3 innings, 15 strikeouts, 16 walks. And he walks Mike Williams on 4 pitches. Not what AY had in mind or what Terry Collins had in mind.
Drive a manager crazy when you walk that leadoff hitter, especially if he's a pitcher.
Ricky Otero here might try to bunt for a base hit. He is walked, grounded out. Lined out to right on a fine play by Derek May. He is bunting, and he bunts it foul. Birthday wishes to Andy Schlatter, watching back in Philadelphia. Andy celebrating his 80th today. Phils lead this one 1-0. Isn't that amazing? When he's around a sacrifice, he can't seem to get it down, yet he's an adept drag bunter and push bunter for base hits.
A lot of bunters like that. They get grooved in on the bunt when they're bunting for a base hit because they're on the move a little bit. They try to stand there still, try to bunt it. They don't get the job done.
Well, he won't be bunting anymore. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ricky Otero. Mike Williams at first base. Nobody out here in the 7th. Those trying to give Williams a little more with which to work. It's a 1-0 game. Foul down the third base side, out of play. Houston quickly gets up a left-hander in their bullpen. Tapped foul. Still 1-2. Be that Dean Hartgraves. Chased a high fastball and he struck him out. Otero goes down swinging. That's one down here in the 7th, and it'll bring up Kevin Jordan. Jordan's grounded into a double play. He is fouled out and singled. Nothing to Kevin Jordan. Beats the ball foul down the third base side. One and one to Jordan. Mike Williams at first. One out. Right off the low pitch, 2-1. Grounded sharply foul. That pitch he had to hit off the ground. Hit it hard.
He just took a pitch down there for a ball, and
I'm not sure where this pitch is.
Yeah, it's down there around the ankles. Pretty good wood on it.
2-2. Laid off that one, a full count.
You run your pitcher?
Yeah.
I don't. Not with Jordan. I think Jordan's too wild a swinger.
Yeah, I know, but he chases bad pitches, but he usually makes contact with them.
But you want to keep your pitcher fresh.
That'll be a great catch in the corner by Cangelosi. Great running grab on a fair ball down the left field line. Well, we have seen some outstanding defensive plays here today, and there's another one.
Yeah, Cangelosi was, playing fairly well off the line, too. I'm surprised that ball stayed fair, but it did. It was just on the line.
Fine running grab
nice
by Cangelosi.
Nice. Good thing that padding's on the walls.
Brings on Greg Jeffries. He is lined out. Hit a humpback line drive out and lined out. Jeffries getting the bat left now, where he has all his hits as a right-hand batter. He's now 0 for 8. Although he hit the ball hard. Williams taking off. Nobody paying any attention to him. And he's safe at second base. So Mike Williams steals second base.
It's the first time a Phillies pitcher has stolen second, or stolen a base, period. Head first slide for Mike. Above and beyond what you expect out of a pitcher on the bases.
So now he's in scoring position with 2 outs, 2 balls and no strikes to Jeffries. And Wilkins wants a word with Anthony Young. Have right hand hitting Pete Incaviglia due up next.
Jeffries has gone into a little tailspin, not any big deal. 0 for 3. Well, he's 0 for his last 11. After getting all that flurry of hits in Chicago and the first game here.
Fourth one will be intentional. Jeffries will get the intentional walk here. So that'll put 2 men on base with 2 outs for Pete Incaviglia. He's grounded out, singled, and flied out. He has scored the only run of this game. Bills lead it 1-0 here in the 7th inning. One ball and no strikes to Incaviglia. Anthony Young in his first inning in relief of Mike Hampton. One. Chopped softly to third, right on the bag to Sean Berry, and that will retire the Phillies. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. Stretch time at the Dome. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 1-0 Phillies.
Sunday, has Brain lost his brain? Is Pinky the real genius?
The frequency needs to be an exact integral multiple of the input.
Put on your thinking caps for one mixed up Pinky in the Brain. Then, on the Parenthood, Michael's online romance is on fire.
Dear Hot in Harlem.
But when she invites him to meet face to face,
Okie dokie!
His cyber dreams become a virtual nightmare.
I want some shit.
The Parenthood after Pinky in the Brain.
Tonight at 7 on WB 17.
You were chicken as a little kid. You were chicken as a bigger little kid. And now that you're grown up, you've got one last chance to do something really, truly daring. Chicken pizza? Sure, we know it sounds scary. But come on, you can do it.
Great.
Sure it is. With 100% chicken breast and 100% Pizza Hut pizza, it's delicious. You'll never be chicken again.
Hi, what's your name?
We stand corrected.
You talk New York against Philadelphia, you're talking big-time rivalry. And it's us against them when the Mets travel down the pike Monday, July 1st and Tuesday the 2nd at 7:35. Wednesday the 3rd at 7:05 with the first of 2 Mellon PSFS fireworks shows following the game. And after the Mets move out, the Pinnacle All-Star Fan Fest moves in on July 5th for 5 days of heaven on earth where baseball is everything at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. To order tickets, call 463-1000.
What types of food contribute to high cholesterol? Fatty red meats, poultry skin, lard, butter, cream, whole and 2% milk, ice cream and cheese. You should limit your intake of these types of food in order to control your cholesterol level.
Here's our Chevrolet game summary. Mike Williams has pitched 6 shutout innings, only allowed 3 hits. He's struck out 5 along the way and has 12 straight scoreless innings working for him as he starts the 7th. Mike Hampton pitched a good, strong 6 innings, only gave up a run. Phillies' 4th, 5th, and 6th hitters doing the job. They had most of the hitting today. Zeal's RBI double scored Pete Incaviglia in the 4th, and Ricky Otero a fine defensive play back in the 3rd inning. He's been on base in every game he's played this year so far, one way or the other.
Jeff Bagwell leads it off for the Astros here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Bagwell is grounded out and struck out. 1 strike to Bagwell. Good breaking ball. He's had a good sharp slider today that's found the outside corner.
3 times now with that pitch, and it's a perfect pitch. You know, you can get your bat on it, but you can't do much with it. And Bagwell right now is looking for something, you know, he can drive. I don't think he is now at 0-2. Just wants to hit it somewhere.
Gets it fouled on the first base side. Still 0-2 to Jeff Bagwell.
That was a good pitch by Williams, because I think he, in Bagwell's mind, that slider's working in there somewhere in the mix. And he threw him a good fastball, almost threw it by him.
Right off a low and away breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees have beaten Detroit 3-2 at Detroit. Doc Gooden winning his 5th game for the Yankees. Two balls and 2 strikes.
He wants him to swing at that slider now, but he's not starting that pitch over the plate. He's starting it outside the plate, so he won't offer it that at all.
Well, pretty good bench players for Terry Collins today. Derek Bell is one of them, and Craig Biggio the other. Got ahead of him 0-2. Now he's run the count full.
And he's thrown 3 pitches that probably didn't have a chance to get swung at. They just weren't anywhere near the strike zone.
Base hit center field. Well, you're not going to keep Bagwell down all day. He picks up the 4th hit for Houston off Mike Williams. Going to bring up Derek May.
Well, he had a good pitch, too. I mean, this is a breaking ball down. Watch him go down and get it. That was a great at-bat by Jeff Bagwell.
Ken Ryan, the right-hander, gets up in the Phillies bullpen along with Steve Fry, the left-hander. First Phillies bullpen action. Derek May has grounded out on a great play by Greg Jeffries, and he is flying out to right. The ball's and a strike to Derek May. Phillies have turned 2 fine defensive plays behind Mike Williams, one by Jeffries and a superb double play by Ricky Otero. For the first time all afternoon, the Astros have their leadoff man on base. Williams been able to get the leadoff man out the previous 6 innings. Bagwell not known as a base stealer, although he has 9 of them. On the outside corner, 1-2. Williams working here in the 7th inning has not thrown all that many pitches, 81 pitches. So he still should be strong. Two balls and 2 strikes to Derek May. Missed wide, a full count. Gonna run Bagwell here?
Yeah, I think you run him. I think Mike Williams is getting into something he had been staying away from, and that was nibbling. He's starting to nibble on. He nibbled on Bagwell probably a little too much. Took him to 3-2, and now he's nibbling on May. taking the 3-2.
Bagwell goes. It doesn't matter. It's ball 4. He walked him, and Houston has their first 2 men on base, and that is the first walk given up by Williams. And he picked a bad time to do it.
Well, he was 0-2 on Bagwell and 1-2 on May, and lost them both. Now he's probably looking at a sacrifice attempt here from Sean Berry.
Berry, they usually don't call on to sacrifice. He hasn't sacrificed this year. But I would imagine they will do it here. He has struck out and popped up. Gets the bunt down nicely. Jeffries to Jordan. A good sacrifice put down by Berry. Moves Bagwell to third. May to second, where with 1 out, it'll bring up Brian Hunter.
Now, Hunter's a wild swinger. You have a base open, so you could gamble with him a little bit and hope that he'll chase some bad pitches.
Houston runners second and third, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. 1 ball and no strikes to Brian Hunter.
Phillies have him in at the corners. Zeal and Jeffries. Middle infielders are back. Good pitch there.
1-1 to Hunter.
I'm surprised Hunter let that go, because it was a pitch he could reach.
Strikes to Hunter.
I think he got a corner, the inside corner on that one. Surprised that pitch got by Hunter. Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch there. Just around the knees and the corner. I think now Hunter will swing
at anything.
At almost anything.
Yeah. Throw it low and away.
Hope that Santiago can block it.
Well, Santiago blocks and catches almost everything in the dirt. The Phillies pitching staff does not have any problem throwing a ball in the dirt with Benito back there, because he catches them. I'd go ahead and throw it low and away, even bounce it up there.
I think that's what they'll try, yeah.
One and 2 the count to Brian Hunter. Runners at second and third, and 1 down. So Williams steps off. Key pitch in the ball game here. It was low and away, bounced up there. Benito caught it, struck him right on out of there. 6 strikeouts for Mike Williams. Now you got the left-hand hitting Rick Williams. Do you put him on for the hot hitting Ricky Gutierrez? Rick Wilkins.
Yeah, this pitch didn't get the dirt, but it was down there. Benito had his mitt in the dirt. I don't know, Harry.
I'd almost take my chances with Wilkins, as hot as Gutierrez is. No, they're not going to.
This is percentage, you know. You load the bases, you make an out at any base. You're committed to Gutierrez, or you're committed to not throwing him too many pitches out of the strike zone to get him to chase, which he will do.
Well, you're not necessarily committed to Gutierrez. I mean, you could use Biggio or Bell as a pinch hitter.
You take a guy out who's, what, 8 out of 10?
Made an out his last at bat.
Yes, he did.
That's why, with that bench, I believe I would have gone after Wilkins here.
He got away with a pitch to Wilkins his last time up. He hung a curve to Wilkins, and Wilkins popped it up. He got it deep in right field, but he didn't get it all.
Ricky Gutierrez has singled, and he is grounded out. Eight for his last 10 at bats. Bases are loaded. So Terry Collins is going along with Ricky Gutierrez here. Derek Bell has moved into the on-deck circle. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the 7th. One strike to Ricky Gutierrez.
Well, that was a good pitch because he got ahead of him. I'm trying to get ahead of this fella.
Past the diving Benjamin. 1-run scores. Incavilia's throw to the plate. Late 2-run score. Ricky Gutierrez, a 2-out, bases loaded single. And the Astros take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, that was a big one. He hit a breaking ball. Just got it in that hole. Here it is. Yeah, that was too good. It was a breaking ball, but it was through the heart of the plate and up.
Derek Bell will be the hitter, and Jim Fregosi is coming out. He's going to make a single change, maybe a double switch. Ken Ryan will be called in. Close on that second runner, but just a little bit wide.
Good throw to Hattie.
Yep. Kenny Ryan will come in, and Mickey Morandini will come in.
Too bad for Mike Williams. That's a great ball game.
He leaves with a score 2-1 here, Houston. And Ken Ryan will come on to try to get Derek Bell.
Good try by Benjamin just off the end of his glove. He was trying to save a run by knocking the ball down anyway.
Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 7th, 2-1 Houston. Back after these messages.
Recently, the camera shop went all blue by offering their employees health plans from Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
Our employees and their families think the coverage is great, and so do I.
They've got a great selection of doctors.
There's no paperwork at all. I can call in customer service, and they give me an answer right away.
It's a local company, and I like that.
Great service, no hassles.
Go all blue with personal choice, Keystone HMO, or our traditional plan from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The folks you can lean on.
Baseball's All-Star Game is coming to Philadelphia this summer. Join in the celebration with your very own limited edition All-Star cap, t-shirt, sweatshirt, sweater, or jacket. Good stuff, good deal, good prices starting at just $5 for a piece of All-Star history. Place your order or get your free colorful catalog featuring All-Star items. They won't be here for long, so call 463-1000 now. 463-1000, your All-Star number for All-Star merchandise.
Great effort by Mike Williams. He leaves the game trailing 2-1. Houston runners second and third, 2 outs. Mickey Morandini playing second base. He'll hit in the 9 spot. Ken Ryan is the new pitcher. He will hit in the 2 spot vacated by Kevin Jordan. So Ryan comes on to try to put a halt to this in the 7th inning. Ken 2-2. 2.05 ERA. 26 strikeouts in 30 2/3 innings. Opponents hitting just 185 against him. And Derek Bell's missed his first game, fouls it out of play. Bell's played them all until today. Now he's still has played them all, but he's started them all. Hitting at 281, 7 homers, 47 RBIs. His first RBI appearance in that he started every game. Fouls another one out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Derek Bell. Struck him out. Got him on 3 pitches that will retire the side, but Houston takes the lead. 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, no Philly errors, 2 men left. We go to the 8th. It's 2-1 Houston.
Telephone for you, sir.
Yes.
How do you say there, wise guy? I'm across the way in the other restaurant. You thought you were cute bumping into me like that, spilling my beer, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Pickle Nose, I'm talking to you. Come on over, we'll have a couple of cold Bud Lights, me and you.
You got the wrong guy.
I don't got the wrong guy. Don't you see me waving?
No.
Can you see me jumping up and down? I got the feather hat on.
Who are you talking to?
Hey,
I'm
whoa,
not...
there, Charlie, you're going a little quick there with your hands. What are you trying to throw the fisticuffs again? So I don't think there's any call for that now a second time. Is there, tough guy?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Bud Light, I said.
Hey, boss.
Bob? Gentlemen? Frankie.
Hi, fellas.
Hi, Lee. Do they really think they can pass as him?
No. People know the genuine article when they see it, like the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. It has the information and choices that make shopping easier. 9 out of 10 use it. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
Hey, boys. Lost my way to Vegas.
Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
It's him.
Some of your best ideas happen up here with us.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympic Summer Games. Make it a Bud Light. Buy your Quality Plus Ford dealers in the all-new Ford Windstar with a 5-star rating. Windstar beats every other minivan and government crash test. And by Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile, now offering great rates on cellular long distance. Changes for Houston. Bill Spires has moved from second to third base. Coming into play second base is Craig Biggio. Biggio hitting the spot vacated by Sean Berry, the number 5 spot. And the new pitcher is Todd Jones. Todd Zeile, first one at face. Jones takes a strike. Todd Jones has won 5, lost 1, saved 11, a 3.27 ERA. 32 strikeouts in 33 innings, 17 walks. Quickly jumps in front of Zeile. No balls and 2 strikes. Zeile's 2 for 3, has flied out, doubled in the Phillies' lone run, and singled. Back through the middle, a base hit to center field for Todd Zeile. So Zeile picks up his 3rd hit, and it will bring on Benito Santiago.
Hill took 2 strikes and then hit a ball back up through the middle. High inside pitch.
One ball and no strikes to Santiago. 2-1, Houston leading. We're in the 8th inning. To Santiago. Todd Jones, a big guy, 6'3", 200 pounds, 28 years old.
He's going to be around the plate. Not wild. Kind of wild with a high outside pitch there.
Jones has been Houston's closer. Working here in the 8th inning, Terry Collins will want, he hopes, 2 innings out of Jones. That's a dead double play ball. Santiago grounds into a 6-4-3 double play.
Double plays have really hurt the Phillies on this trip.
Yep. Now Jones, after that last pitch, flinching around, and the Houston trainer is coming out, feeling his shoulder. Terry Collins is coming out.
I would think that double play ball would make that arm feel pretty good.
Yeah.
They could have made a triple play on this one if they had enough base runners, because it was hit hard right at Gutierrez. Second baseman Biggio didn't have to worry about a runner coming at him.
Takes a few warm-up tosses, says he's okay. Glenn Murray will be the batter. He has doubled, fly to deep center, and struck out.
Oh.
I don't know if he's okay.
They threw that ball hard.
Yeah.
Hit the backstop on the fly. Now, there's a lot of ways you can stay away from double plays, but I don't think Jim Fregosi likes any of them. You can bunt. You can hit and run. They're just in a bad streak of double plays.
Well, in this case, you don't play for a tie on the road, I don't think, so he wasn't going to bunt Santiago.
No, he wasn't.
And Benito swings through a lot of pitches to kind of take away the hit and run. Broke his bat and lofts a fly ball to shallow right center that Biggio catches. And that'll be it for the Phils here in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Houston 2, Phillies 1.
Dodge Ram is #1 in resale versus Ford, Chevy, and GMC. #1 in horsepower. #1 in torque. Even #1 in payload and overall power. In fact, Dodge Ram is #1 in more categories than any full-size pickup. So it should come as no surprise that across America, Dodge pickups are #1 in sales growth. Come see #1 Dodge Ram at the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Summer's coming and Bally Total Fitness wants to help you get ready. Join now during our anniversary celebration for $1 down and work out all you want for 80 cents a day. Pretty helpful, huh? Call 1-800-FITNESS and get all the equipment and classes you need to get the body you want this summer. So before you take it off, get into Bally Total Fitness today. Call 1-800-FITNESS and start your summer at Bally Total Fitness for just $1 down and only 80 cents a day. We look forward to seeing you.
Now for deep cleaning, the Hoover Steam Vac. Not a vacuum, it washes out dirt, yet it's easy to use as you rub right.
does it like you?
Hurry into Pep Boys for any size, any four, all season 35,000-mile tires in stock for just $109. Pep Boys. Everything but gas.
Inquirer News Tonight, every night at 10 on WB17.
Bottom half of the 8th inning. Todd Jones between innings. Terry Collins shutting down the bullpen. Jones says he thinks he's all right. So Brent Strom, the pitching coach, says, go ahead and stay down. Jones will pitch tonight. National League scoreboard behind Jason Isringhausen. The Mets shut out Florida 3-0. Cubs beat Montreal 4-2 at Wrigley. John Smoltz is pitching that shutout at Coors Field. Dodgers 1-0 over Cincinnati in the third. Pittsburgh 1-0 over San Diego in the third. And St. Louis and the Giants are scoreless also in the third. John Cangelosi looks at a strike. He is struck out, lined into a double play on a great catch by Otero and grounded out. Bottom of the 8th. Houston leading it 2-1. One ball and one strike to Cangelosi. And a strike. Three and one. Ryan came in the 7th inning for Mike Williams. Cangelosi walks to lead off the 8th. Well, the annual Phillies autograph and auction party benefiting the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease will be on June 20th. Admission tickets $15. Darren Dalton, Greg Jeffries, Lenny Dykstra, Mike Grace, Ricky Batalico. All the Phils will be on hand. It's always a big night for a very worthy cause. For tickets, call 215-463-1000 or stop by the Veterans Stadium ticket office. Bill Spires, who started at second base, moved to third. Probably will be bunting here. With Bagwell and May and Biggio scheduled to hit after him. No, he's not bunting. Gave him a hack and he fouled it off.
Terry Collins has seen his players score quite a few runs in this series, and with the hitters he has coming up, I think he just wants to kind of turn them loose now and hope that they can get some more.
Runner goes. No throw. Big jump for Cangelosi. A stolen base, his 8th. Houston's 3rd steal of this game. Houston leads the league in stolen bases, and Ryan didn't pay much attention to Cangelosi.
No, he had too big a jump.
Now he's around a bunt and looks at a curveball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 to Spires. Chased the high fastball, and he struck him out. Second strikeout for Ken Ryan. We'll bring on Jeff Bagwell. He's 1 for 3 with a single and has scored a run. At second, Cangelosi with 1 out. Going to put Bagwell on here intentionally. So Bagwell, who leads the league in walks, this will be his 55th walk, also leads the league in intentional walks. It'll be the 12th intentional pass Bagwell has received. And the Phillies will pitch to Derek May.
And they'll pitch to him. They don't have anybody warming up in the bullpen, not one of his left-handers, so this is always a gamble, but Bagwell has hurt the Phillies so much. I guess Fregosi doesn't want him to have another chance.
Derek May is grounded out on a great play by Jeffries, flied out to right and walked and scored a run. Humpback line drive speared by Todd Zeal. So Derek May is retired. That's a big out, but now another tough hitter coming up in the person of Craig Biggio. Biggio batting for the first time. He's hitting at .283.
He's not used to pinch hitting, though. He's always playing.
He's not technically a pinch hitter. He was out there defensively in the top half of this.
That's true. He came into play second. That's his first at bat.
Won the game yesterday with a 3-run home run. In the 7th inning, there goes Cangelosi. No throw by Santiago. Stolen base, John Cangelosi. So he steals second and third. 1 ball and no strikes to Biggio.
Not any real big deal with 2 outs, but
no, and had Bagwell followed him, he didn't. He might even walk Biggio and go after Brian Hunter. Biggio yelling at Ken Ryan.
No, he didn't want to hit him.
Biggio gets hit by pitches a lot because he hangs out over the plate, but that one he had no chance of getting out of the way.
I think Ryan was trying to tell him, hey, I didn't want to hit you. But he did. He almost got hit on the pitch before. Jim Wright, the pitching coach now, wants to talk to his pitcher.
He had no chance of getting out of the way of that one. Biggio is plunked by a pitch for the 13th time this year.
I don't think he likes it. I'm bitter about it.
So the bases are loaded for Brian Hunter, who has struck out, singled, and struck out. Houston leading it 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. One strike to Brian Hunter. ahead of him, no balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the Phillies' 9th scheduled to hit: Mike Benjamin, Mickey Morandini, and Ricky Otero.
Important for Ryan to get out of this inning.
Keep it a 1-run game. And a cut at the fastball, fouled it back. Still 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Curveball, and he beats it foul. Still 0-2. 200.
Well, Hunter's up there, you know, now he's 0-2, and he's not really trying anything but to put the ball in play. And want to strike out. I'm not thinking about hitting a home run or anything like that. He's trying to get his bat on the ball. He swung at 2 bad pitches after being 0-2.
Struck him out to retire the side. 3rd strikeout for Ken Ryan. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 left. We go to the 9th. It's 2-1 Houston.
Hold on, here he is.
What's up? Hey, what's up there, Lefty? You know what you gotta do? Get us a bucket of Bud Lights there going, okay? Hello? You work with Chuck? Yeah, we're gonna be there in a little while. You know, is he coming? Well, make sure they got Bud Light. That's all I'm asking you for. They got a ton? You know, we're gonna schmooze this guy. What do? You work in swaps? Well, what are you, wise guy? What are you talking about? Come on, don't be a wise guy. These guys are crazy. Who? Oh, the boys, Chucky and the guys. Listen, did you bring the cigars? I don't know. Wait a minute, you work with Chuck?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Bud Light, I said.
Time. You never seem to have enough of it. Gotta go here, gotta be there. So when do you have time to bank? Midnight? Sunday morning? Why not? At Mellon,
thank you for calling.
We offer 24-hour telephone banking services, hundreds of ATMs, full-service offices, plus many Acme Market offices open 7 days a week. Sound convenient? Call 1-800-MELLON-24 and find out how you can bank where you want, when you want. Mellon PSFS.
There's just something people like about a pickup man.
It's Truck Month at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, and they're offering low 4.8% financing or $600 cash back on America's best-selling 96 Ford F-150. But here's a piece of advice. Hurry, because with low 4.8 financing or $600 cash back, don't expect these F-150s to be around long.
There's just something people like about a pickup man.
See your Quality Plus Ford dealer now during Truck Month.
After 8 innings of play, it's Houston 2 and the Phillies 1. Tonight at 9, Edward learns the truth about Tom and plots to destroy his plans on Savannah on WB 17, home of the WB television network. Mark Whitten is going to lead off as a pinch hitter for Mike Benjamin here in the 9th inning. Whitten hitting at .241. As a pinch hitter, he is 1 for 5. Facing Todd Jones is in his 2nd inning in relief of Anthony Young. Miss with a fastball, 1-0. Whitten will be followed by Mickey Morandini, then Ricky Otero. On ball and 1 strike to Mark Whitten. One and 2 to Whitten. fastball. First strikeout for Todd Jones. One down here in the ninth inning, and that will bring on Mickey Morandini.
That was Witten's home run pitch. He just missed. He likes the ball up and away, and that's where it was.
Morandini batting for the first time, came in at the same time as Ken Ryan. He's hitting .266. One strike to Morandini. On one. Two balls and a strike. Fouls it back, 2-2. Ground ball shortstop, juggled by Gutierrez, recovers and throws late. It'll be an error on Gutierrez. Ricky Gutierrez, who knocked in the 2 runs for Houston with a bases loaded 2-out single, commits an error here.
First time he's done anything wrong. Got kind of an in-between hop. Made it a close play.
And that'll bring up Ricky Otero as walk grounded out. Lined out to right on a good catch by Derek May and struck out. 1 ball and no strikes to Otero. Jim Eisenreich has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Ken Ryan. One and one. Loops a foul down the left field side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laid off the high fastball. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Ricky Otero. Little topper foul down the first base side.
Terry Collins and his bench coach Julio Linares.
Morandini with 18 steals. He hasn't been thrown out, but not running in this situation. Two and 2 to Ricky Otero. Beats another ball foul. Todd Jones working in his second inning in relief of Anthony Young. Morandini goes. The throw is going to be late. Stolen base. Mickey Morandini. That's his 19th. He has not been thrown out.
It's funny. It looked like he caught Houston by surprise. I don't know why, because he's right up there among the base stealers. But the throw is bad. It's high and wide, as you can see. And even close.
Full count now to Ricky Otero. Struck him out. Second strikeout in the inning for Todd Jones. And that'll bring up Jim Eisenreich as a pinch hitter for Ryan.
He struck him out on a changeup. Had Otero fooled, and I think it was a ball, probably a little high.
Eisenreich hitting at .309, hit 2 home runs in the game yesterday. As a pinch hitter, though, nothing for 13.
13's a lucky number. Harry.
1 ball and no strikes to Eisenreich.
Eisenreich was going for a long ball there with that swing.
Line drive, base hit, right field. Morandini being waved around. Here's May's throw, and he is out at home plate to end the ball game. Morandini thrown out at home plate to end the game on a good throw from right field by Derek May. As Eisenreich delivers with a pinch single that Mickey Morandini nailed at the plate.
Well, May was shallow, a perfect one-hopper. Morandini hadn't even reached third. When Mays had the ball, it was a perfect throw, and he has to stand there and wait for him. Morandini's only chance is to knock the ball out.
Yeah, he had no prayer. Wilkins just sitting there with the ball. Morandini's out to end the ball game. For the Phillies in the ninth, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left. Houston sweeps this series here at the Astrodome, winning this afternoon by a score of 2-1. We'll be back with the totals and a recap in just a moment.
Recently,